What's going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to everybody else who's cool.
Chefkey! I didn't even say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Should have fixed my green screen before I went live. Yeah, that happens. This is what happens when you don't do this very often. I'm not on camera. Oh, I should have fixed the pixelation too. Anyways, how's everyone doing? Happy Sunday. Better yet, happy 2-year anniversary to the channel. I am words are hard. This is awesome. That I've been able to do this for 2 years. This is great. Thank you all for hanging out with me for this 2 years. It's been a great 2 years. Couldn't have done it without every one of you. So I do appreciate it. Technically, my 2-year anniversary was yesterday. I think I said that already. I don't stream on Saturdays though, so we're doing the celebration tonight. 2 years ago yesterday, I posted a Judge Middleton sovereign citizen video. It was the fake passport guy. That was my very first video I posted. And yeah, now look at me today. 21,000 subscribers. Couldn't have done it without you guys. This is awesome. I have got a fun night planned. We're gonna have some special guests, and we're gonna watch some of my favorite clips. I've got nothing new tonight. Just so everyone's aware, I'm not playing anything that happened within the last. I think the newest case I have happened like 6 months ago. We're just gonna play some fun clips, have some laughs together. Once the guests show up, we'll have fun with them. I staggered them just so everyone knows. I was trying not to have too many people on stream at one time, just so that was my plan. So it's gonna happen. So when the first guest does arrive here any minute now, we will introduce him and we'll have some fun. But in the meantime, let's watch some of my favorite cases from the past 2 years. Before we even start that, we're already killing it tonight, guys. Mac the Knife, you're not a new member. I appreciate it, but you're not. I know you're not a new member. I know YouTube glitches sometimes, but thank you so much. But Mac the Knife has been killing it with subscriptions or for gifted memberships. Gifted memberships. Mac the Knife for 10. Let's see, for 20, there's 30. And yes, see, there we go. For 11 months. I knew it. So 30. I was going to say, I think there's more. 40 memberships. Mac the Knife, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Great way to start off the evening. That is awesome. 40 gifted memberships. Welcome to the 40 new members. This is awesome. Mayor is here. Mayor, good to see you, my friend. 14 months. That is awesome. HCC with the 16 months. That is awesome. Thank you so much, HCC. Legal Fiction comes in with 10 so much Legal Fiction. And welcome to now the 50 new members. This is a great way to start the night. You guys are awesome. And Mayor with the super chat, 2 years, big whoop. I have things growing in my fridge longer than yeah, you gotta get rid of those. Get rid of those. Please get rid of those. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Wiggles for 7 months. Thank you so much, Wiggles. I appreciate it. Freya for the $20 super sticker. Thank you. Very generous of you. Thank you. Marty for the 15 months. Thank you so much, Marty. 15 months. 15 months. Thank you. Jedi. Super generous super chat. Thank you so much, Jedi. Happy second birthday, and thanks for being awesome. See what I did there? Yeah, I do see what you did there. That is extremely generous of you. Thank you so much, Jedi. And yes, you were awesome too. You were awesome. Thank you. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you. All right, you guys ready to watch some court? I want to watch some court. Let's watch some court. All right. Vic's coming in. Vic, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 10 more gifted memberships. What does that make it? We're at 60 now. Thank you so much, Vic. 10 more memberships. Vic, you are awesome. Very generous of you. Thank you. All right. Well, let's pick one judge. So over the last 2 years, I've watched a lot of court, right? You guys know this. I've covered a ton of court. I don't think there's one sovereign citizen in this video. Just because sovereign citizens might be one of my least favorite topics to cover. Just everyone wants to see them. It's fun to laugh at sovereign citizens. But I didn't put them in my favorite because they're not my favorite. I would much rather watch some fun legal arguments than to watch sovereign citizens get owned, because they always do. So we're gonna watch some fun things. We're gonna start with some Judge Simpson. We've got some serious clips. We've got some funny clips. We got a big range of things to watch tonight. So get prepared. Phil, 10 more gifted memberships. Thank you. This intro is going on for a long time. Phil, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And welcome to the 10 more gifted memberships. What is that, 70 now? Thank you so much. Okay, let's watch from court, everybody. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Says, is it Shira Elkin?
I don't know, someone on behalf of Mr. Tony.
This is somebody's. Elkins?
Oh, that's yes.
Okay.
Sparkle Poots. Sparkle Poots. I had to say your name correctly. Sorry. Sparkle Poots. And yes, I close my eyes every time I say your name. I don't know why. It's just what I do. 2 years. Way to go. Great vids. Awesome community. Yes. Awesome community. Thank you for the 2 years and the super chat. Thank you so much, Sparkle Poots. I appreciate it.
Sorry, didn't mean to wake you. No, go ahead.
Elkins, who I am not sure if she's here. I have not been able to get in touch with her.
I have two people on here. There's a Zoom user. Can you unmute and tell us your name?
Yes, Mustafa Al-Kafaji.
You got it.
My appointment.
Can you
was
say
supposed
that
to be
again?
yesterday. Mustafa Al-Kafaji.
Okay, they got that.
Yeah, I said 2 o'clock.
Okay. And then there's an iPhone 12 Pro Max. Can you unmute and tell us what your name is?
Wait, hello?
No, not you. You're good. There's somebody, iPhone 12 Pro Max. I can see you, but yeah, you almost tried. You need to unmute. I think he tried, but I think he did. He just needs smaller fingers because I think he hit it twice. Nope, not yet. He's talking to me, but
I don't think that's this Elkins.
no, I'm sure it's, well, really. Seriously? You figured that out on your own? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the lead. I don't think that's myself. Yeah, right. What did you want me to do? You wanted adjournment.
Well, I know Mr. Tiller was planning on assisting today, but
You can't have the prize unless you.
You need to be here, but that's what,
Must be present to win.
there you
Must
go.
be present to win.
I'll adjourn it.
okay.
So if you could try to find it. I'll adjourn it to September 4th, give you a bit of time to find her. 2024 at 9. And if you haven't seen her in a while, that gentleman is not Miss out. I'm just letting you know. Okay.
All right. Real quick, Heather, thank you so much. Heather, thank you for the super chat. I cannot believe it's been 2 years already. Here's to 2 more awesome years of hard work, entertainment, and continuing to build the best community on the internet. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate it. And thank you for your help as well. You're a main part of this as well. So Heather, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Vic, It took me 2 years to figure out your A1 photo is a hoodie. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It is a hoodie. It is a hoodie. And yeah. But thank you, Vic. I appreciate it. All right. The first guest is having a few technical difficulties right now, but I am trying to work with him on the back end, which is why I'm not on video, because you guys don't need to see me on texting somebody right now. But this is clearly Judge Simpson. And I will also warn you, I kept my commentary in these videos because I want to hear what I was saying a year ago when these clips were happening. I think it's going to be fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I do. All right, let's keep going.
Court calls the
All right, I kept that in there just so you could get a feeling for his. All right, why did I pause it right before I paused it? This is dumb. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Let's go. Mood. Judge Simpson's been in a great mood all afternoon. He's been laughing, and even the defendant in the bottom left. I kept his case in after what we're about to watch, just because it's funny. Judge Simpson's in a great mood. That's why this doesn't make sense. Who does this in court? All right. Don't say this enough anymore, but it is about to go down.
case. People versus, is it in Mandani? Isolica?
Conrad Sword on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Oh, that's me too. Good afternoon. This is Anecdotal attorney on behalf of Mr. Isolina.
Not here.
Well, I did speak to him, actually. He said he's going to Secretary of State today. Does not have a valid license yet, though.
He was going today.
He was gonna go today. Well, he was going, I actually spoke to him on Monday, so he was gonna go Monday.
So he can't still be in line.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Bench warrant, 5,000. 10%. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls case People versus Christina Evans.
Conrad Sword on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good afternoon, this is the public defender, Lauren Kearney, on behalf of Miss Evans.
Nick Wolf, thank you so much. Very generous super chat. Thank you. Your videos are entertaining, and I feel that channels like yours help keep the USA going into full anarchy. I do appreciate that. And I agree. I agree to an extent that keeping the courts transparent is a good thing to do. I agree. Thank you so much that's a very generous super chat. Thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching.
You're just.
I don't know. It's a bad run. I also have not had any contact with Miss Evans, so I don't have an explanation for it.
Oh. Bench warrant, 5,000, 10%. That warrant will issue, that actually will issue Friday, the 9th?
Yes.
This will issue August 9th, 2024. Case People versus Daryl Jarrell.
Conrad Sword on behalf of
All right, I am sorry. I was preemptive. Now, this is what you want to see. I did keep all that in on purpose, but I was preemptive. It's about to go down right now.
Miss Ernie is so happy to see you.
I am very happy to see you. Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney, on behalf of Mr. Jarrell. Please state your name.
Daryl.
Mikey, good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well, Mikey. And thank you. I do appreciate it.
Okay. And where are we on his case?
Your Honor, we have not had contact prior to today. I think the number we have for you may
I
not.
don't have a phone. So whoever gave you a number, it was invalid.
Okay, so I'll need to figure out a way to get in touch with him so we can go over the case together.
So are there two separate? Got it.
If I give you my number,
What is?
you have a PO box?
I don't have a phone. I have Wellness Center. Use a PO box, I think.
Okay. Do you have an email address?
No. I'm on his radar. Use electronics.
All right. So you guys are gonna be trying to figure out a way to get to make contact with each other, right? So,
Yeah.
okay, so well, the reason I say that is let me just do this. Let me give you a little bit of time so that I'm gonna adjourn this out to September 4th, 2024, 9 a.m.
What's the holdup? It's trespassing.
Pardon?
I don't understand what the holdup is. It's trespassing.
What do you mean what the holdup is?
This is it's an arraignment, right? Or a preliminary exam.
No. You're not charged with a felony, so it's not a preliminary examination.
Right.
You were arraigned in this on July 24th.
Mhm.
They set this date. Your attorney hasn't been able to talk to you about the cases at all.
Okay.
So I'm trying to I can set it for 2 weeks out,
Yeah.
but the problem,
I'm tired of the state. I'm ready to leave this state as soon as possible. It's trespassing. I could technically leave and you guys could issue a warrant as long as I don't return. You can kiss my ass. This is
you know what?
It's irrelevant.
No. I'm gonna tell you what. You don't come
Then
in
fuck
here, you don't.
Fuck you.
Okay, that's contempt. That's 93. Keep going.
Fuck you.
That's another
Fuck you
93.
again.
That's another 93.
Fucking game.
That's another 93. That's another 93. That's 6 93s consecutive.
All right. Yeah, that just happened. Not only did that just happen, look at the guy in the bottom left. That is kind of the look on all of our faces right now. Why? Okay, you want to leave the state. Great. You want to leave the state. I mean, living in Ohio, I mean, Michigan and Ohio has the rivalry. I wouldn't want to live there either. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I love Michigan. But anyways, why do that? That made no sense. And Judge was in a great mood. He gave you a month. You know what? If you want to plead guilty right there, you just plead guilty. Tell your attorney, I just want to plead guilty. That made no sense. 558 days in jail. Will he serve that? No. There's no way Judge is going to uphold 558 days. I did. 93 times 6 is 558. But it doesn't make sense. Hopefully, we'll see him later in this docket. This literally just happened maybe 10 minutes ago, 10, 15 minutes ago. So we may see him later. He may apologize and, maybe he just spends a couple nights in jail. I don't know, but I'm going to let this video play out. I kept the next case in it because it's hilarious. Because Judge Simpson, as I said in the start, he was in a great mood. All right. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done it already, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Until next time, bye. Oh, man. I couldn't have said it better myself. That was awesome. Yeah, the guy in the bottom left is the main character of this video. Absolutely the main character of this video. For those of you that don't remember that, the guy did come back. It was a week later. He apologized for everything. Turns out he was homeless. He didn't eat for a couple days. I think he didn't take his medication either. And he was in lack of better words, he was stable when he came back, and he apologized. Judge Simpson said, I will recall, I don't know, 5 of the 6 contempts, but I can't allow you to walk in here and do that, just me to say it's all good. So he did make him stay in jail for 93 days for one of the contempt charges. He just erased 5 of them. That's what happened. During that time he was in jail, Judge Simpson said that he would be sending, the people that help, homelessness and, any resources his way to try to get him into a better place when he left. So that was the result of that case. But now we're going to watch the guy in the bottom left who, like I said, main character of this video.
What's the case? People versus Keith Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins does not want to unmute. He does.
I had a lot to write down on that.
I'm sorry. I just seen how you doing, Your Honor? How you doing, sir?
Oh man, I'm I'm doing great.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins, can you please state your full name for the record?
Yes, Keith Bernard Jenkins Jr.
You're all right, Mr. Jenkins. None of that bothered me. That guy, I don't know what his front was. Don't worry about it. Jenkins really did not want to hit his. He's like, he wanted to black his screen and pretend like he wasn't here. All right.
We are just respectfully requesting adjournment in this matter, Your Honor. There is an offer in this file, which I have discussed with Mr. Jenkins. We're just requesting a brief adjournment to look at the video discovery. And I will say also for the record that Mr. Jenkins is obscenely professional whenever I've talked with him. So I don't.
Really?
And Mr. Jenkins was worried, but nothing to worry about, Mr. Jenkins. You're okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Why, he didn't have anything to say to me?
He did not.
Oh, okay. I don't know. People just kept talking to me. It just turns out bad for them. All right. Let's see. How much time are you guys going to need to try to get through what you got to get through?
Just 2 to 3 weeks, Your Honor.
August 21st, 2024.
Okay. Oh, wait. And one question, if one.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I happen, what I don't want is I would like to be able, like, after everything is clear, would that affect any of my just to be able to get in the field of like law enforcement? Like, would it be on my record? I don't want.
I got you. You know what? Hang on a second. I'm going to adjourn it to September. No, hold on. I'm going to adjourn it to September 4th because it sounds like you got to go through the evidence. You got a lot of questions and talk in more detail with your attorney about that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. September 4th, 2024. 9 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Well, that is the perfect segue. You know why that's a perfect segue? Boom. That's why it's a perfect segue. Judge King. How are you doing, my friend? I cannot hear you.
2 years, 2 wonderful years.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
I said, congratulations, Colin, on 2 wonderful years. Very proud of you, sir.
Thank you. I do appreciate it. How are you doing?
I'm doing very good, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm living life. I'm enjoying myself. I can't complain about anything. So
I'm on here with you right now and watching Tiger baseball at the same time. We're up 2-0.
The Reds
Scooble is pitching his butt off. He has 11 strikeouts, and I think we're like in the 4th or 5th inning.
So I'm from Cincinnati. I don't know if you remember that, but I'm from Cincinnati. So I'm a Bengals and a Reds fan.
I'm going to make you a Tiger fan and a Lion fan.
I'm a closet Detroit fan. I always have been, only because I feel the Detroit Lions have felt the same pain as Cincinnati Bengals fans for decades.
So you guys at least made it to the Super Bowl. In fact, I think you won the Super Bowl, didn't you?
No, we didn't.
No, you lost it. Oh, okay.
We lost. What was it, like 21-16? We lost.
And I think that was here in Detroit too.
I don't remember. No, that was in Los Angeles. That was in the SoFi Stadium.
Oh, was it? Okay, I'm off then.
Yeah. There are rumors that you guys are trying to trade for Hutchinson. Could you? No, Hutchinson's your guy.
Right. Hutchinson's not going anywhere. I can tell you that now.
No, you guys are trying to trade for. Oh my gosh. Now the only name I can think of is your guy who was injured last year. The Bengals, the guy who led the sack. Oh my gosh. Why can't?
Yeah, I think we were trying to get him, but he's too expensive. That's not going to happen. So we got the next best thing. We picked up Zadarius Smith. So they were able to sign him.
Well, like I said, I'm a huge I'm not a huge Lions fan. I'm not going to say that. I'm a closet Lions fan. I'm a huge Bengals fan. The Bengals are actually hosting the Lions this year. They're there's
Yeah,
going to be a game
we
in
have we
Cincinnati.
have the toughest schedule in the NFL.
That's what happens when you have the best record in the NFL. So
Yeah, you
it's
would
going
think
to
we
happen.
won the Super Bowl or something. The schedule we have.
Yeah, don't we don't talk about schedule toughness in Cincinnati because we get screwed every year. They treat us as the number one team, and the year that we came in fourth in our division, where we went, I think 9-8. The very next year, they gave us a first place schedule. I mean, we're on the road against the Chiefs and the Bills in the same year, and we came in last in our division. Like, how does this make sense?
Wow. Well, what
Anyways,
doesn't make sense to me is that we've had Dallas the last 2 years in Dallas. I thought it's
oh,
supposed to flip flop, you know,
it is
but it
supposed to
doesn't
flip.
matter because we went undefeated on the road last year. So
Lions are a good team. You gotta
yeah,
figure out how to take that into the playoffs. We gotta get Hutch. We gotta get Hutch back into health. Wait, is he? I mean,
he's healthy now.
is he healthy?
They
Is he playing?
say he's looking good in training camp.
Good,
Well,
good, good.
OTAs rather.
That's good. That's good. So what else is going on? How are you doing?
Hanging in there. I'm on my new assignment is the traffic docket. Feels like I'm on vacation.
Do you get any soft sits in there? We don't get to watch you on YouTube, so do you get soft sits that you get to put in their place?
Every once in a blue moon. Every once in a blue moon.
Yeah,
Very difficult to deal with, but you know me. I cut to the chase.
you do. You
And look, sir, I need to know what you want to do. Do you want a trial
do.
or do you want to take the offer? Okay, you want a trial, and then somehow they never show up for trial.
They never show up for trial.
Yeah.
I planned a trip up to the 36th District Court last week. I was supposed to be there last Tuesday, and there were two. Judge Perkins had two soft sits for jury trials on the same day. On the Monday before that, one of the officer didn't show up for the final pretrial, so the case was dismissed. The other guy didn't show up for the final pretrial, so they weren't going to hold the trial. The guy, I was like, guys, come on! I'm planning like trips based around you. Show up for court, please. Maybe I should start
Yeah.
sending them messages. Like I'm coming
So
up to see.
I'll have 200 or 300 tickets on my docket. If everybody showed up, I'm screwed.
Uh, or you would
But
just
they
be there
don't.
till 9 o'clock.
They just don't show up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what else is going on? I mean, we haven't seen you in a little bit. I'm glad you're doing well. You have a smile on your face. That's great. I know we're watching Detroit baseball right now, so I'm interrupting your time. So I
No,
do
no, you're
appreciate what
good.
you're
I can walk and chew gum at the same time too.
doing. I can't. No, that's a skill I can't do. I've got a clip of you tonight.
Do
No,
you?
it's not till the end of the show. I put together some of my favorite clips for the last 2 years, and
Uh oh.
I've got the clip of you turning your robe into a Superman cape and running out of the courtroom. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, the fight in the hallway
Yep,
or the argument, the loud talking.
yep. That's one of my favorites. So I'm playing that later. So yeah, it was those were good memories, and I'm glad I got to talk to you about it afterwards. That was actually part of our interview, which was fun to hear your side of it.
Yeah. So, we have to set the standard that you cannot come down to the court acting the fool, you know?
Yeah.
Because if you allow that, then it just snowballs and you just totally lose control. So I'm a stickler for that because it affects not only what I'm doing in the courtroom, but everyone in the courthouse. It's like we have no control over what's going on, and people feel uncomfortable or scared, don't want to come down there because it's like we don't have any control over what's going on. Can't have that.
I agree, and I don't think people realize how big the 36th district court. How many stories is it? 6 or 7?
We have 5 floors that we use. I think our sixth floor is like where our files and so forth are stored, our very
Okay,
old archive files. So we don't utilize the sixth floor, but we have 5 floors. 29 judges. Although one of our judges just passed away, Judge Millhouse, God rest her soul,
Oh
passed
no.
away. Yeah. We've been experiencing a lot of death lately, not just the judges, but attorneys. Attorney Danny Reed, who's also a pastor, he passed away as well on the same day.
Oh, that is sad. That is sad to hear. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know I recognize Millhouse, the name. I don't know the pastor, but that
Yeah,
is so really sorry
Donna
to hear.
Millhouse. She
Yeah.
was either on our traffic docket or our landlord tenant docket, one of them. I mean, not traffic, our civil docket or our landlord tenant docket. I think she was on civil, but she has been missing a lot of time over the last year because she's been sick.
That is so sorry to hear. That is so sorry to hear.
Yeah.
I do
So we
apologize, and I know everyone in my community right now is sending their prayers. Like that. That's unfortunate.
yeah, so we have 3 vacancies right now in 36th District Court. Judge Donald Coleman is going to join the State Court Administrator's Office as the Region 1 Director.
Okay.
And Judge Elias Sabri got appointed to Third Circuit Court.
Okay.
So we have 3 vacancies currently. I'm moving right up the chain in terms of seniority. I may have about 4 or 5 judges in front of me. That's it. So I recall joining the court and being one of the youngest judges. Now I'm one of the oldest. It'll be 19 years on the bench for me on July
Dang.
3rd. Yeah, I'm one of the old guys now.
You 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 don't look older than I do. I'm not going to ask you that. I'm not going to tell you to give me your age, but you do not look older than
I'll give it. I'm not ashamed of it because it's a blessing. I'm 55.
Good for you. Good for you, man. I am jealous of that.
55.
Good for
Huh?
you. I said I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Good for you.
No,
Hopefully,
don't be
hopefully I'm
jealous.
rocking
Just get there.
right. Hopefully I'm rocking a UC Bearcats shirt watching Cincinnati Reds baseball when I'm 55. Taking interviews. But yeah, thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
me.
I can't believe how young I was when I started. I was 36 years old. Now I'm 55.
36 when you became a judge.
Yes, just
Okay.
turned 36.
That is awesome.
My goal was to be a judge by the time I turned 35. I missed it by a couple of months.
You know, but you still. It's like I don't want to say you failed at that goal because you still hit it. So you just missed it by a
Yeah,
couple months. You're killing it.
just God's timing. That's all. Looking forward to it. I hope to have some really, really good news for you in maybe 2 years or so. I'm going to make a major transformation. I'm not at liberty to discuss it right now, but it's going to be something very big
I
if
can't
all
wait to
goes
hear it.
well.
I can't wait to hear it. Well,
If all
don't
goes
share it.
well.
Don't share it. We'll talk about it after you announce it. We'll have a celebratory stream for you that night, but after you announce it to
That'll be great.
the rest of the world.
I promise you.
I'm gonna hold you to that. If you become
All
rich and
right.
famous in a couple years, I've got your number. I'm just going, hey, you promised. Here's the
Well, I
video.
don't
You
know about
promised.
the rich part, but the famous part is going to probably come into fruition.
You are 55 as a
I
judge,
am.
wearing a Michigan State shirt, smiling, laughing your ass off, watching Detroit baseball while taking an interview. There's nothing richer than that. So I
God is
disagree.
good. What can I say?
Yeah, you're having the time of your life. So that is awesome.
Yes. No complaints here.
Well, good. I'm glad. You're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. If you want to
Well,
watch
thank
some
you for
court with
having
us,
me.
you're more than welcome to stick around. If you want to, go hang out with the Detroit Tigers, I
Is that
completely
what we're
understand.
doing? We're watching some court?
I'm watching
Who's
some court.
whose court are you watching?
We just finished Judge Simpson. We're you know what? I
Oh,
don't
I like
remember.
Judge Simpson. He's great.
Yeah, we just finished watching a clip of him where he held a guy in contempt for 6 consecutive contempt charges because he kept telling him to F off. It's like F off. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, that's contempt. Okay, well F off. Well, that's
So
contempt again.
let me share a story with you
Oh, I
because
love stories.
I had a similar experience. I had a guy, see, when I was on a traffic docket, this is when I used to actually put people in jail for having 30-something tickets and still driving on suspended license and getting pulled over. It's like, why don't I just close this matter out for you, give you some days in jail and give you a clean slate? And sometimes guys would go for it. But what was really insulting is that I would have defendants come to court after getting loads and loads of driving on suspended license tickets, and then would come to court driving. And I knew they would be driving because when I called the name, I would either hear keys jiggling, and I look out in the audience and the person's by themselves. And so I would take the plea, and then I would say, so by the way, sir, how did you get here today? And then I would always get the question, how did I get here today? Because you're thinking of your lie. How did I get here today? Yes, sir. How did you get here today? So this one elder gentleman, African-American guy, he says, well, Your Honor, I caught the bus. I said, oh, okay. What bus did you catch? He told me what bus he caught. I said, so how are you getting back? He said, I'm going to catch the bus. I said, okay, great. So where are you going when you leave here? He said, I'm going home. I said, I take it you have keys to your home, correct? And he says, well, yes. I said, may I see them, please? So he gives me the keys. I said, well, sir, you don't have a driver's license, do you? He says, no. I said, so what are these car keys on this ring for? He's like, oh, I don't even have those cars anymore. I said, okay, so you don't mind me taking them off your hand. So I took the keys off the ring and I threw them in the trash can, clang, 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 and I gave him the keys back. So then I called my next case, and then he comes back, he says, well, Your Honor, I'm going to need those keys back. I said, why, sir? You said you don't even have the car anymore. He says, well, my tools are in that car and I have to get to my tools. I said, now come on, sir, you're being disingenuous with me. You don't have tools in your car. You want the keys to that car to drive back like you came. And he was like, well, yeah, I drove. I said, well, why did you lie to me? He said, motherfucker, I'm tired of y'all treating black people like this. I said, oh my gosh. And so he started screaming and ranting and calling me all kinds of names. So my officers came towards him and trying to calm him down. And one was a white officer. He tells the white officer, he's like, leave me, because the white officer was trying to get a clipboard from him and he was snatching it away from him. He's like, I'm not giving you anything. I'll give it to him, who was a black officer standing next to him. I said, okay, whatever. So I ended up giving him, I think I gave him 10 days for every MF I was. So he ended up doing 60 days. And he was a very big guy. He was an older guy, but he was a big guy, bald head, very dark skin. Probably very intimidating back in the day. But yeah. So that's my story.
That is very close to what happened to Judge Simpson. I wish I had that one to put on my channel.
Yeah, we weren't live streaming then. That was back when I first became a judge.
Oh man. Oh, that's people though. Like, and I say this all the time in my videos. If you tell the truth, it's gonna suck for you. It's gonna be a lot better though. If you get caught in a lie,
oh yeah,
just tell the
yeah,
truth. It's
well,
gonna suck.
it's yeah.
But
We
if you're
don't
gonna
like
lie,
to be
you gotta
lied
be
to.
really
At least
good at
I know
lying.
I don't.
Yeah.
I know I don't like being lied to.
No one likes being lied to. No one does. I got one question for you. This is from Uncle Dan. Judge King, best advice for a litigator appearing in your court.
Be prepared. Be timely and be prepared. Because it's insulting to me. I don't care what side that you're on. If you're the defendant or you're the prosecutor, I expect you to represent your client to the best of your ability. And when you come in and you're not prepared or you come in late, I take it, and I don't even care if you're late, if you call ahead and let me know that you're going to be late. But I think it's disrespectful to be late. And I have to, especially if I have to stop what I'm doing to call around looking for you, then that's a big problem with me.
I've seen a few of your speeches of that. Also, when the one time you didn't have your robe, I know I brought this up in the interview, but when you weren't really running. I think something happened where you showed up like this is the time for the hearing, so you started it and you're like you made sure to talk to the prosecution and the defense attorney and say, hey, I left my robe upstairs. This is the time set for this. I will give you my full attention right now. If you guys want me to go get my robe upstairs, just give me 5 minutes, or we can do this right now. You were very honest and open about it, and they both appreciated that. They're like, oh yeah, we can just do this now. It's fine.
It happens sometimes. Sometimes what'll happen is what I do now is I leave my robe in the courtroom. But sometimes, and I had 2 robes, but someone stole my other robe. I don't know
It
what the
wasn't
hell
me.
happened to it.
It wasn't me.
Somebody stole my other robe. But what happens is I do a lot of speaking engagements. So if I go to visit a school for a career day or something like that, I have to take my robe with me. And I'll take my robe and I'll leave the building with it. When I come back, because I'm so used to my robe already being in the courtroom, I may leave it in the car and forget it. Or leave it upstairs, whatever the case may be.
You just started a lot of rumors with saying someone stole your robe, because I have one of the parts of the video I have is when you let me wear your robe and entered and like open the court for you that one day.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I have your robe on, and now everyone's going to tell me that I stole it. That's going to be the rumor. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Nah, everybody knows you're not a thief.
Yeah, I didn't take his robe. I promise. I promise I didn't take it.
It didn't fit.
And I also wasn't wearing my tie, and you were mad at me for that.
Nah.
That was the first time I went to court not wearing a tie, and you're like, "Where's your tie?" I'm like, it's like this is like the 5th courthouse I've visited.
Did I really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, and because I always wore a tie to court. Every time I visited, I wore a tie. And the one day, and I just remember it was kind of a last minute thing, and it was like none of my clothes are dry cleaned. I'm not gonna wear wrinkled clothes just to wear a tie, so I just put on my best business casual clothes that I had. And the first thing you said to me was, "Where's your tie?" I was like, It's like, all right, I can't do this anymore.
I'm sorry.
No, it was funny. It was funny. I thought it was hilarious.
So you guys are gonna have to take a ride with me.
We can take a ride.
I took my wife to go see The Wiz tonight. Well, she went with some friends from work, but I got to go pick her up. And she's just about ready. So you guys are going to come with me. I hope you don't mind.
No, you can do whatever you want. You can hang out with us as long as you want. Do you want me to start playing some court while you're doing your thing?
Sure, go ahead. Do your thing.
All right, let's watch some court.
All right.
Candy Kowalczyk versus Kevin Kowalczyk.
Oh, we got a good Judge Slaven clip here. This is a good one. This is one of my favorite Judge Slaven clips. Notice I didn't pick an Eric Martin one. I did that on purpose. This is probably my favorite Judge Slaven clip of all time. Let's go.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Aaron Speck on behalf of the plaintiff who's present.
You know what? Actually, there were a lot of super chats. Let me just catch up on those real quick. I know I answered the question. All right, I made sure to ask the question. Chris, congrats on the 2 years, Colin. Woo, 2 years living big and hey, thank you so much. Also, did Big and raid? I didn't see it. I was talking to Judge King. Big and thank you so much if you rated. I saw the numbers jump up. I didn't see the usual people tell me it was a Big and raid though. So Big and if you rated, thank you so much for the raid. I apologize that I didn't say it sooner. Chris, thank you so much for the super chat. Freya, thank you so much for the 10 more gifted memberships from me. Thank you so much. That is very generous. Welcome to the 10 new members. Sparkle Boots coming with 5 more memberships. Thank you, Sparkle Boots. Welcome to the 5 members. Oh, is this Doc Ock? I don't know. Dr. Gonzo. I don't know. I don't think that's Doc Ock. Thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. I appreciate it. Yeah, they changed the names around. It's hard for me to recognize who's who. And Jedi, super generous of you. Thank you. Story time with Judge King. That was fun. That was a fun story time. Where are we at? Lisa, thank you. Lisa Lulu, thank you so much for the super chat. Congrats on the 2 years. Love you, Judge King. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Larry for the 3 months. Thank you so much, Larry. All right. Judge Slaven. This one's good. This one has a little bit of drama. Let's go. Hi, Henry.
In my office by Zoom.
All righty. Good morning, Mr. Speck. Is there a Kevin Kowalczyk here?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
This is
Boss man Kowalczyk. Okay.
Yep.
This is for hazardous premises situation. The parties going to speak in a breakout room?
Your Honor, I don't think we're going to make any headway. We're going to be seeking an immediate order of eviction under MCL 600.57443 for numerous reasons, which I can articulate in an opening statement. But my client is the grandmother of this young man who unlawfully entered the home by removing a window that was boarded up to get in, and my client has not been in her home since.
All right. So, Mr. Kowalczyk.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you currently with 66 McGuire?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. And am I able to speak?
Well, I'll ask you questions because there's certain specific questions that I need to know. So, do you own that property, sir?
No, my grandmother does.
All right, Candy Kowalczyk, you own the property at 68.
Yes, I do.
All righty. And you filed this matter with the court, is that correct?
Yes.
All righty. And you've had your bedroom window broken out, back window of the escape, house being egged 3 different times, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kowalczyk,
Yes,
you don't have a lease agreement with the for this place, do you?
No, Your Honor. I went to jail and I got out of jail and I got put on a tether and she allowed me to come stay at her address, and I'm out on a GPS tether right now staying at her address, which my tether agent can also verify everything that I've been doing.
Well, Ms. Kowalczyk, do you wish for Mr. Kowalczyk to vacate the premises?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Kowalczyk, what was the reason behind breaking out the window in the bedroom window?
Your Honor, I didn't have nothing to do with it. It was some young punks in the neighborhood that blew my grandma's window out of her house. She assumed it was me and took it out on me and tried to say I did it. Mind you, I happened to get the window fixed. I got paperwork and proof. I could show you the paper and the receipt of me paying for the. Yes.
Sir, here's the thing. Regardless of any of that, Ms. Kowalczyk owns the premises and does not wish for you to remain in the premises.
Right. And I
All right?
spoke with a lawyer. A lawyer told me to ask you to adjourn this until I can get further information of what's going on today. So that way I can have her for the next hearing, or how, I forget what she told me.
Your Honor, we would object. Mr. Kowalczyk was in the garage of my client's home when he was served the 7-day notice. He was not even living in the house.
Yes, I was.
Okay. After being served the 7-day notice, he removed a covering from a broken window to gain access. And my client hasn't been back since. She is threatened and wants her home back. The fact that he registered as and put his tether there, he was in the garage. Unfortunately, when the Taylor police came, they told him, you're tethered here, enter the home any way you want. And he removed the covering from the broken window to get in. He does not even have a key to the premises. This needs to be wrapped up today.
All right. Tempers are about to start flaring. It's about to go down. I'm going to let it play out. Told you it was a short video. You guys are all awesome. I will see you guys later or tonight. One of the two. Hope you guys have a good one. Till next time. Bye.
Okay. So I do find that there is a hazard here. You can't be breaking in and going in through the premises through.
I am so good in my commentary, right? That was good. This is good. We're let's see, Judge King is back. There we go. Yeah, we're this is a funny one.
Window, regardless of what anybody else says, you don't have any permission to be there, and you don't have a lease agreement to stay there. And I do find that I am going to grant that. Mr. Speck, please file that via the portal.
Your Honor.
I'll prevent an order for immediate eviction. Thank you, Your Honor.
That is correct.
Your
That
Honor.
is correct.
Your Honor.
Sir, you can appeal the decision to the circuit court if you'd like, sir.
Right, but the officer told me that I had permission. I showed him my address of me living here.
Listen, I have exclusive jurisdiction over landlord-tenant disputes. The police department does not. So what I'm saying is you don't have permission to be there. You don't have a right to be there. There's nothing that allows you to remain in the premises.
My address is here, Your Honor. I have mail.
Listen, I can write down 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, but that doesn't remove the president from his address. So
I've been lived here. I pay her. I just paid her DTE bill for her. I paid to fix her window that I had nothing to do with.
Sir, you can file your appeal with the
Okay, well, I have the right for a lawyer, and the lawyer, I don't have a lawyer to speak for me, so therefore I don't have to remove shit.
You don't have the right to an attorney.
Regular police can come and remove me.
This is not a criminal matter. You do not have an actual right to a court-appointed attorney in civil matters. All right, so you have.
I do have the right for a lawyer. I do have the right for a lawyer to speak for me, and the lawyer already told me I do. So I don't know who you think you are, but I have the right to speak.
Okay, well, I was elected by the people of the city of Taylor to do my job, and that's what I'm doing. So,
well, you ain't doing it right. Maybe you need to do it right and get these.
Detective Rachel, I didn't see you. I did not see you jump in. Hopefully you're doing well. Judge, Detective Rachel's in the chat.
Yes, sir. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? That's my little buddy.
Oh, yeah, it's so good to see you, Detective Rachel. I do appreciate you coming to hang out for a little bit. Judge King, real quick.
Yes.
What is your take on Detroit versus Chicago style pizza?
Oh, I think we were ranked number 1, weren't we?
I have no idea. It's a question from the
although I have to admit that I do enjoy a good Chicago style pizza. I have to admit that, but I have to rock with my hometown.
I love pizza. I don't understand why some people argue ours is better. It's like, you know what? It depends what you're in the mood for, right? If you want a 10-pound pizza that's absolutely delicious, then go with the Chicago deep dish. If you want a super crispy crust that's also delicious, go with the Detroit style pizza. If you want almost no crust, that the slices are absolutely huge, go with the New York style pizza. It all depends on what you're in the mood for. They're all delicious.
Yeah,
and so I don't understand.
I like pizza too.
Pizza. That's my 2 cents on it. Okay, let's finish hearing Judge Slaven kick this guy out of his grandma's house because he's breaking stuff and they want him gone.
Fucking dope dealers off these streets. How about that?
Well, sir, if you were here,
instead of letting them kill all of our families, instead of worrying about people like us that are homeless and don't have nowhere to live.
Judge, we asked for a finding contempt and he'd be taken into custody immediately based on the statement.
Yeah, he was being quite boisterous here and interrupting the proceedings. I am going to sign that for an immediate eviction. I do find that there's a hazard. There's clearly an anger issue type of a situation going on there as well. I can see why she's not even returned to her home. And please send that in via the portal forthwith.
Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You too.
Yeah, there's actually a Taglio that opened really close to where I used to live when I was in Cincinnati. That was amazing. I don't remember it being Detroit style though. It was actually closer to New York style pizza, but it was Taglio, and it was amazing.
Who is your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza? My favorite pizza. My favorite pizza, I cannot get anymore because I don't live there. So I was born in Decatur, Illinois, and in Illinois they have a pizza chain called Monocle's, and Monocle's is my absolute favorite pizza, and it's a nostalgia thing. Every time I go back and I have it, it's like, okay, this is okay. But it's still my favorite because I remember it as a kid. So Monocle's is my absolute favorite pizza. The chain in Illinois. I don't know if you've ever had it. but it's
No.
it's it's good. It's good. I don't know how to explain it. For anyone who hasn't had it, I don't know how to explain it. It's a thin crust pizza. Yeah, I don't know. Their thing was the family pleaser. You would get this, Olive Garden style bowl of salad, and then you'd get the biggest pizza you've ever seen in your life with unlimited breadsticks. It was like introducing pizza and Olive Garden salad and breadsticks in the same sitting, and it was amazing. So that's my absolute favorite pizza, but I haven't had it in probably 5 years. But like I said, that's a nostalgia thing. It's my favorite style pizza though is it's whatever I'm in the mood for. I like a thin crust. I like a really crispy crust. I don't like a doughy crust. I like a really thick and crispy crust with heavy sauce. That's what I like. So yeah. All right, what do we got? MB. Lurking lately due to work, but always listening. Thank you so much, MB. I do appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Oh yeah, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, the bingo cards. You guys want to play bingo? Chris always has the cards. Thank you. All right. I don't know what's next. Let's see. This might be you. This might be your case, Judge King.
I do.
Okay.
Oh no,
Is it
no, no. This is Judge Taylor, and I miss Judge Taylor so much. She was one of the best when watching traffic courts because she had fun with it, and I know you took her spot, Judge King. So I'm not saying that you're not awesome at your job, but she was really fun to watch in traffic court, and this is why. This is one of my favorite Judge Taylor clips. I don't know. This is kind of awkward. I feel like I'm cheating on you right now, Judge King.
No, you're good.
Judge Taylor playing. This, for those of you who don't know, this is where Judge King sits now. All right, let's go.
Nashan. Am I saying it right? Nashan?
Oh, Mr. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Say it one more time.
You had it right the first time. It's Nishan.
It's Nishan.
Well, hold
okay.
on, wait. Let me correct you. You said it how my mama said it. So that means you got it right. It's Nishan. But I say Nishan, so you got it right.
Nashan. Okay. All right. Now, you guys tickets in default too? Did you catch those?
Yes, I did. Hopefully I got all of them.
Okay. All right. Now calling the matters of the people versus Nishan, Maurice Wado. Is it Wado? Wedo. My goodness. Ticket number, she smells so good. Ticket number SP 1554164, one count, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket and warrant status, ticket SP 1489429, one count loud music for motor vehicle. Ticket number SP 1489419, count 1, violation of basic speed law. Count 2, tinted windows. Count 3, no proof of insurance.
Doc Ock, you know the rules. 12 months. 1 year of being a member always gets an instant pause. Thank you so much, Doc Ock. I appreciate it. And yes, now I know that the other person wasn't you. I don't know why I thought it was for a second. I don't like the new YouTube thing. I don't like the new ads where they show you your name. I don't like it. But Doc Ock, I do appreciate it. While I'm paused, Neil Morrison, Bill Slim's fan club. Thank you so much for the 16 months. I do appreciate it. Neil Morrison, good to see you. Okay, let's go.
And I have ticket SP 155-41711, equipment violation. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tana Jenkins, on behalf of Mr. Weddle. Mr. Weddle, please place your full name, including your middle name, on the record.
Nishan Maurice Weddle.
All right, counsel. How are we proceeding today?
Thank you, Your Honor. I had an opportunity to discuss Mr. Weddle's case with him and then also with Madam Prosecutor, and the recommendation is a dismissal of the ticket ending 41641 and a dismissal of the ticket ending 1711 and the dismissal of the ticket ending 419, dismissal of counts 2 and counts 3, And then Mr. Weddle would be pleading to the ticket ending 4291. That's the loudspeaker ticket. He'd be pleading to a delayed 3 on that. And then the basic speed law ticket, he'd be pleading to 4191, a straight 1 to 5 on that.
Yeah, peeps, I actually noticed that. When I was in a few other channels today, that my old names, it's not the new @ name. So I wonder if there's a setting somewhere that I can change. I don't know. But thank you for letting me know. I will I'll check on that.
All right. So you want to take advantage of those offers today?
Yes, ma'am. You know I do.
All right. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right. You can put your hand down for me, sir. Did you have a chance to talk?
All right, Judge King, wait till you hear what he does. Oh,
Okay.
This is one of my favorite. How honest he is and open, and Judge Taylor she has fun with it, but it's hilarious and kind of like, what were you thinking at the same time? It's good.
To your attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything other than what's been stated today on this record in exchange for a plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of August 24th of this year, of last year, 2023.
Oh, I just had an internet
What
hookup.
happened?
No, my
Oh,
internet just
okay.
dipped for a second. Looks like it came back up. I'm gonna stay off video for one moment. I do want to bring up this super chat. Someone asked you, butter or mayo on a grilled cheese. Now, I'm going to answer this for you because I already asked you this question. You just said you want meat. You're like, I don't eat grilled cheese. I want meat. But because they asked, you can answer that. Well, I don't want to give you permission to answer a question. That sounds weird. But I did ask you this already. But let me start over. When making a grilled cheese, do you put butter or mayo on it?
Butter.
Butter. That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer. There you go, Vic. There you go. There you go. All right. Hopefully we're good on the internet. It looks like we're good. Let's just
NQUIN Street.
Algonquin.
Algonquin in the city of Detroit.
Yes, man.
Hey, sometimes I can't process what the word is saying, so I spell it. And while you're driving this vehicle, did you have loud music playing?
Oh, do not worry, Judge. I don't know how many people could pronounce that word. You were spelling the street name. I'm like, what? Even when the defendant said it, what? What? Why do we make these street names so hard? We just need to go back to all First Street, Second Street, Third Street. Yeah, make it easy. I'm kidding. I'm playing. All right, this is when it's about to get fun.
All right, that was a comment that I made a while ago, and the comment section tore me up by making that comment because apparently it is a native name to Detroit, and a lot of people in Detroit know that name. I that's the first time I've ever heard it, but it's funny to hear my comment now, and then I can visually see all the comments in the comment section telling me how wrong I am for that being a difficult name to say. Okay, let's go.
Be heard more than 10 feet away. 10 feet away. Was your music playing? Was the bass going in your Dodge vehicle real loud, shaking and rattling the whole vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And counsel, will you stipulate to the four corners of the ticket to establish a factual basis for the driving
Yes, Your Honor, I will. So
All
stipulated.
right. Satisfied at this time, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, satisfied.
All right, so the court is going to enter a plea. The court satisfied to a plea to 3-month delayed sentence on his loud music that he said can nobody hear, although it's probably rattling, and especially if he has a charger or something like that. Loud as can be, shaking and moving and driving real fast, zoom, zoom down the street, in and out. And it was like a good day in August.
No, so I was actually coming from work on lunch break, and then he was parked on the side of the street, and I passed him.
Boom, 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 boom.
No. That's not why I got the loudspeaker. So when they pulled me over, he handled it wrong. He never asked me for my. I had actually called a supervisor on that one. So she came, and while he was sitting there, I was playing NWA while we was waiting for her to come.
And I know what song you were playing too. You done lost your mind. You done lost your mind. You better be happy.
Look how everyone's responding to this. Everybody, instantly. I was playing NWA when the officer walked up. It's just like, come on, man. We all know what song you were playing. I know. I'm about to make a comment. This video happened over a year ago. You're about to hear my in-person, like my commentary on the video here in a second. But why? Why would you do that?
That they didn't. I can't even believe it. If I pulled up and I was a police officer and you playing that, I'd be like, oh, really? That's why you got 25,000 tickets. Oh, we're going to show you how much you want the police. We going.
All right. Oh, this guy has some balls. And I love how he's laughing. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. That's just one of those real questionable decisions in the moment, though. For those of you guys that don't know, NWA, I don't know why I need to explain this, or I feel like some people might not be in on the joke, so I'm going to explain it. NWA, rap group, late 80s, early 90s, I believe. I was don't judge me. I was a kid. I wasn't listening to rap music when they were big. I've heard their music since I've gotten older, but when I was that age, I was listening. But their biggest song that kind of put them on the map was a song called F the Police, but it wasn't an F. It was the actual word. Yeah. So he was playing this song when the officer came up. Yeah, you're going to play that. You're going to get a ticket every time for loud music. It might not even have been that loud. The officer's going to give it to you. The ball's on this guy. I'm glad the judge is having fun with him, though. He's laughing. The attorney's laughing. This is good.
I'm a police.
Oh, man. I sometimes I listen to my past comments and I cringe. I think I nailed it that time. I think I nailed it. That was good.
With this one, I'm a police you with this one. So you really got pulled over for the driving kind of faster while you were rolling down the street, like a little faster for that area. When you were coming up those streets, it's like 25 or 30 miles, and you were going just probably too fast in that area. Yep, it said going faster than 30 miles. So you were just trying to, and then you're going to decide, you better count your lucky stars.
You think I'm not? I only missed your court dates because I was moving. So I would have been came here, but they was going everywhere. So I want to handle it because I ain't trying to deal with that, get pulled over, and they be like, nah, it was just that day he pulled me over.
What's the lesson we learned about appropriate music to play while you stop for a police officer sergeant to come to the scene? We learned that
country.
Country. Christian gospel.
We're gonna start playing gospel. Thank you. All right. I can't believe
start playing country and gospel.
Story of the day. Story of the day today. They had music playing loud, but when they got there, I started playing NWA. I cannot. I'm writing this on the ticket. He said, "I'm gonna start playing it." I'm telling you.
So look. So outside of that, even though I did that to him, to the officer, he came to my. So I got pulled over another time. Around the corner on whatever. I'm from work on lunch.
Get him dancing. Now he's saying too much. He saw the attorney. The attorney's like, no, stop talking. We've already got this. You're getting, I think, 3 tickets dismissed, and you're just pleading to a 1 to 5, which is the lowest speeding ticket you can get, and a loud music ticket that's going to be deferred anyway. So calm down. Stop talking. But it's story time. He's having the judge laugh, so now he wants to talk more.
The same officer pulled up and was like, "Hey, bro, you good? They gonna let you go. Just stay calm." So he knew that I wasn't being petty. I was just being childish, immature.
Okay. Okay. All right. So petty and childish are two different things in your mind. All right. Thank you.
Look who we have. Look who we have. Judge Fletcher.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing this evening?
Hanging out. What's up with you?
The same. Just hanging out. I found this this random guy on the side of the street. He said he was a judge too. His name's Judge King.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Judge, how you doing this evening?
What's new with you?
It is I. I'm good. How are you, sir?
Good, good. Just be careful.
Yeah, I'm parked.
So what's going on? Are y'all watching?
Yeah, we're watching. What we just saw was a guy who received a speeding ticket, but had the NWA song "F the Police" playing while the officer was giving him.
This is 1991.
Yeah, right. So the attorney and the judge are just having fun with them. They're laughing so hard, like, you gotta count your lucky stars. Like, I what are you doing? So they're having fun with them. The guy's having fun with it. So that's where we're at right now.
Man,
so
those are the days back in the early 90s.
Well, Colin, I'm going to let the judge take over. I'm going to sign off.
All right.
It was a pleasure, and congratulations again, my friend. Keep up the good work, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us, Judge King. Enjoy the rest
All
of your
right.
night. Make sure your
Thank
wife
you.
gets home safe.
Yes, sir. Take care now.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Same here.
I remember when when NWA came back on the scene in the early 90s, you would have people that would listen to it. And I remember I was living back in West Virginia at the time, and people would just literally stop their cars, get out, because they were just they'd never heard anything like that before, just completely flabbergasted, just, I heard, like, a bunch of my parents and friends of parents, would actually stumble onto these, the songs of NWA, and God, but it was a hit back in the day, man. That was,
I mean, it's still a hit.
and Two Live Crew.
That
was when I was young.
Yeah, I was too young for that. I was way too young for that. But listening to it now, I mean, there's a reason it was popular. I mean, they had a beat, they had good chorus, the rhythm's good. Like, there's a reason why it was a good song. It wasn't just because of the lyrics. But the fact that this guy's playing it, this case happened a year ago. So we're not talking about something that happened back in the 90s. This happened a year ago.
Yeah,
he's
sure.
playing it as an officer is walking up to give him a speeding citation. So
yeah, it's just music, though. I don't think that they would,
No, they gave him a loud music citation for it, though. That's what they gave him. So, but you're right. It's just music, but it's hilarious. And just to watch the judge and the defense attorney, their reaction when he's explaining the situation was priceless. I'm not going to rewind it. Well, you know what? Hold on. I'll rewind it like 2 minutes so you can see. Just.
Yeah, don't.
Okay. All right. Rewind it then. Real quick, the first question, guys, you guys gotta stop asking this question. Vic's asking, on a grilled cheese, butter or mayo? You're a butter guy. You're a chef.
Mayo, for real?
Yeah.
Mayo on a grilled cheese? Heat it up?
Yeah.
No, butter, man. Slather it with butter.
Butter's always the
Come
answer.
on.
Butter's always the answer. I mean, otherwise, just
I don't. Are there more questions? Because I can't see anything. Oh wait, maybe I went into the wrong. Okay, here we go. Now I'm looking at people.
Let's see. We got Judge F. Hope to get down to see you against. Oh, this is Mayor McWrench. He visited you down there. He's just saying that he hopes to see you again soon.
Oh yeah. Tell him hello.
He can hear you. You can just tell him hello.
I wonder if there's anyone here I recognize. I've been so out of this for so long.
I don't know. I don't know who you know, who you don't know.
Oh,
Bill.
there's Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf's here. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Lone Wolf?
Thank you, Bill. I will buy myself something nice. I will buy myself something nice. Thank you. All right. Let's finish this clip up real quick, and then let's catch up. So there's only about 2 minutes left of this, so I'm gonna let this run, and then we'll catch up a little bit. Is that okay with you, Judge?
Sure, of course. Yeah.
Let's go.
We're gonna start playing gospel. Thank you. All right. I can't believe. I can't. Story of the day. Story of the day today. I didn't have the music playing loud, but when they got there, I started playing NWA. I cannot. I'm writing this on the ticket. He said, I'm gonna start playing it. I'm telling you.
So look, so outside of that, even though I did that to him, to the officer, he came to my, so I got pulled over.
All right, I did rewind it a little bit. So I'm gonna fast forward. You said not to rewind it, but I already clicked back.
Adults, we just call it as adults, we call it petty, but it's really childish acting. Okay. So the fine for the speeding ticket is $100, the reduced count. And then on the loud, I can't believe you did that.
Just because you laughing, you should just throw it out because you laughing because it's funny.
It's funny, but I'm gonna give you a $100 fine. I ain't gonna give you a whole lot, but you can't do that to the police. I wish I would walk up to a car there and say, do that to the judge. I'd be like, oh, really? Is that what we doing if I log on right now? And you would say, I ain't listen to you. You 304. I'd be like, excuse me. Contempt. No, I'm gonna do 100. I'm gonna do 100 though. That's it. And then all the rest of the tickets going away. So you got 225. You got a job. You'll be all right. All right. And then
thank you.
Because you have to come back for all 3 tickets. I'm gonna even be gracious. Since you have to come back on the loud music ticket, just so I can make sure, have everything paid by November 19th. Okay, November 19th. Okay. You have the loud music ticket paid by that time, and the other ticket as well. Then I will dismiss the loud music ticket. The speed ticket is gonna stay on for 2 years before it drops off. Okay.
Okay.
But it's my understanding if they take the class at the Secretary of State and they go to Secretary of State with basic improvement, that Secretary of State oftentimes will knock those points down.
They do. So you can take that class at the Secretary of State and they'll help you with that 1 point that you got today. Okay. At least it's a lot less than the violation of basic speed law. I think that's like a 3-point ticket. Okay.
StreamYard.
Okay. If I see you driving down, because I live in this area, if I see you rolling past me, you better not turn on no NW. Like, no, I'll probably just start laughing at you like, in real life. Is that what we do?
The supervisor was laughing when she pulled up. She was laughing.
Oh my God. Can you believe that? This young man,
lucky you got people with a sense of humor, because in the wrong place.
Okay.
No. I already know. I already learned. We good. We good. I currently live in Shelby and I learned. I'm good. We good.
Yeah, don't do that there.
We can't do that. They pulled up 25 deep, no lie. So I'm good.
Yeah. Sir, I can't even. All right. You can't stop laughing because you know you're ridiculous. I'll see you later.
I hear it all the time.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor. You're welcome. Okay, you're all set. Okay, so have that fine paid by November the 19th.
Thank you too, Ms. Jenkins.
You're welcome. All right. Have a good day, sir.
All right. I think that's it. When you say I'm here all the time, like that's not a flex. That's not a flex. Don't say that. All right, Judge Fleischer, real quick before we have our little catch-up session, we got a couple questions.
Sure.
PWL, in your youth, did you spend time at the JCC pool in Houston between 79 and 82? I remember a David Walk. Was that you?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys know each other then. That's awesome.
Perhaps.
PWL, there you go.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for all the well wishes. I stopped live streaming just because, there's a lot of people that are malicious. And, while we try to do it to educate and just provide access to what we do on a daily basis, a lot of people are very harmful and take a lot of personal shots at whether it be the defendants, whether it be at the DAs or defense lawyers. And it just got too much. And so that's why now I have stopped live streaming for a bit, and I'm debating whether to go back on, but I don't know. At this point, I don't know what we're going to do. Because I have a feeling that even if I go back on, it's still going to be as it was before, malicious. And how do I stop it? I can't. So I don't know how to handle it.
You can. I've actually been researching that for you. I found a couple ways you can. We'll talk off air. But I've researched a couple ways that you can live stream your own stuff, and no one else can do it unless you give them permission to.
Yeah, it's only for education, and I don't get it. Just I guess people try to be as salacious as possible to get the clicks, right? But I mean, in an effort being overly salacious, now you killed it. It killed it, So sucks.
And I know we talked about this off air. I'm not going to mention anything personal, but it was the one thing that got me was the channel that actually called themselves I don't remember exactly what it was. It was like the David Fleischer live show, and had your picture on all the merch, and they were selling, and I'm guessing they were selling some
I have
stuff.
no
Otherwise,
idea
they
who
wouldn't
does
have
it. I have
30
no
things.
idea, but
Yeah, it's like
people can still come, guys. If you want to show up in the courtroom, we'd be happy to have you. Come hang out with us.
Did you get the Liver King case? I saw that happen in
No, that's in Austin.
It's in Austin. Okay. Oh, I saw the headline. I was trying to research it real quick. I'm like, is that Judge Middleton?
What's his name? What's his name? The guy with the podcast. God, what can I remember?
Rogan.
Yeah, Rogan. Rogan lives in Austin now, and so does I guess Liver King does too. Probably outside of Austin.
That makes the threats a little bit more. Okay, that adds a little bit. When I saw that, I was just thinking, some random person on the internet is threatening you to a fight, and we're this terroristic threats now. If they live in the same city, that's a little different. I thought Rogan was still on the West Coast. I didn't know he moved to Texas.
No, he lives in Austin.
Okay, that changes.
Yeah, and I mean it's just, but it's like anything in life. What is a boxing match? It's two consenting adults, but you literally have one person doing the same thing. You're asking, hey man, let's rumble. But they do it with commercials and this and that. But I mean, it's really.
Yeah.
It's
a wild story.
It'd be interesting to watch though.
Clearly, I haven't been following because I didn't know the details too well. I saw that and saw that it was in Texas, and I'm like, I really hope Fleischer gets this case, because that would be a great conversation to have.
That would be something for sure.
Yeah.
I have to one for that.
What else is going on with you? How are you doing? How are you doing?
Everything's great. Yeah, I mean, everything. Nothing ever changes. We still do the same old thing. We still have the same old cases. Still have the same old friends in court. Everybody coming in and out. It's a shame because we've had a lot of stuff lately that you guys would enjoy. So I miss everyone because it's a family. It's when you talk with everyone and when you visit and get to know people, you develop a camaraderie and a rapport, and like with Lone and with everyone and with you. It's fun and it's what I like to do is I love to meet new people, just like you, Colin. You're a people person, right? You love to meet, you love to talk. You got the gift of gab. Well, that's what this is. That's what you do. That's what I do, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's great. Caroline, thank you. The kids are great. Fish is humongous. Here, hold on. I don't have much charge on but here, let me take you to it real quick.
Let's go see. Let's go see the guy.
It's been a while since you guys have seen, so
it has.
I'll take you to him real quick. Let me see. Let me see if I can get you to see him real quick. That's him.
There we go. Let's say, move your big noggin out of the way so we can see his big noggin.
He's a flower horn.
There we go. Such a beautiful fish.
And he's so mean.
I believe it.
He's so mean. If I put anything in there, he just kills it. He eats it. Anything.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I know nothing about fish, so I'm not going to pretend I do. All right, real quick. Let's see. There's some super chats. I'm trying to see if anyone were questions. Chris said, "Judge, you don't know me. I try not to be where a judge knows me on a first name basis. LOL. Joke. Nice to meet you." Oh, this is Chris. He's just saying hi. Thank you, Chris.
Well,
for the super
okay.
chat.
Well, we'd love to have you guys hang out with us. We actually have quite a bit of people that come in from all over just to hang out with us. It's really cool.
Cheshire Cat. I did not miss your super chat. I saw it. I'm kind of separating the super chats for questions for the judges and just regular super chats. But yes, I saw your other super chat where I couldn't pronounce your name. I still have a hard time saying Cheshire Cat. It's just for whatever reason I have a hard time saying that. I still have a hard time saying that.
So, hey, Jen has a good question. How do I learn to become a judge? You don't really, I guess, learn how to become a judge per se. What you do is you are in the business for so long, right? As either a defense lawyer or as a prosecutor in a particular field here, criminal. And so you learn the law, and then you get on the bench, and then you apply the law as to a set of facts. So, is this how it should be? Is that how it should be? So it's common sense, patience, and you apply the law to whatever set of facts you get in front of you. I just happen to be a defense lawyer. Back in the day, it used to be, there were many, many DAs that would jump from being a DA to becoming a judge. And so it's both.
Were you ever a prosecutor, or were you
Never.
just
No, never.
Do you think that's I'm not going to say most. I think most of the judges I know have worked both sides. I didn't know that about you. What do you think that's a disadvantage to you for never being on the prosecution side, or do you think it matters?
Huh?
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know why.
It gives you a sense of, how you, I guess, view the world, so to speak, and you take your views, what you've learned, and you basically apply that,
That's fair. Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to meet Judge Slaven?
Sure. Uh-oh.
Judge Slaven.
Hey, how's it going?
The man, the myth.
You're gonna come in rocking that
I
mustache.
wish.
You gotta warn us before you do that.
Yeah, well, hang on a second. Okay. Yeah. No. Magnum PI. I'm a kid who grew up watching Magnum PI, so you know what I'm saying. Can't complain. I
can't do that. I can't grow that.
This is the most I can do, so I absolutely can't do that.
Hey, those are fair. I'm not hating either one of them. Everything around the mustache for Colin, I mean, you could work on, but
yeah.
But I'm bumped. No. Thanks. I'll be here. Tip your waiters.
I'll take it. Judge Slaven, how are you doing?
Good. Can't complain. People with pitchforks and whatnot always want to follow you around, but hey, come on, come get me.
I'm gonna give you the biggest icebreaker ever.
Just people who we're still. I'll refrain from any other commentary as far as that goes. I'm just here to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Just
that's right. Congrats, Colin.
Thank you.
And great to meet you, David. If I can meet you, David.
You too, of course.
But yeah, I just 2 years that's quite a milestone, and so congratulations to you. I think that one of the things that I find most impressive is your consistent content. I've seen other, like when we first met, I told, I watch these videos. I watch these kind of channels, and some of them are just like, I don't know. I'm not going to say clown cars, but they're kind of clown cars. Just too much editing and cartoonyish, you don't over edit your stuff. You bring a sense of dignity, education, decorum about the whole legal system, about the facts of cases, about the parties who are involved. But at the same time, you do it all with like a certain flair, a sense of humor, and most importantly, just a great community around you. I mean, Coolin' with Colin is not just a channel.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We lose him?
We might have lost him. His video hasn't moved for about a minute.
Oh,
there we
so
all right, we're back. We're back.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure how that. But anyway, I'm not sure where it came in. But anyway, congratulations. And I'm not sure what you heard or didn't hear. So
The last thing that we heard from you was the name Coolin' with Colin was the last thing.
The name Coolin' with Colin is not just some moniker. It's not. It's the essence of this community, this digital community you've created, where people can just cool. I mean, like come together with certain passions, and you bring a sense of dignity and education, but also humor, and it's just really well done. And I think people recognize that. They recognize we can poke a little fun, but at the same time, we're getting a sense of what's going on. We're getting a sense of understanding how this stuff works, becoming educated for people who didn't know things. I was so impressed when you reached out to me. I was like, you know what, this guy gets it. Like, there's communicate, talk, and that's what I really love most about like who doesn't love being a cooligan? I mean, I'm just saying.
I gotta say, Judge Slaven, I like watching it too. When you get on your, I guess, constitutional law principles, it's fun to watch. I like it.
You know what? It's just, hey, it's the job that I'm lucky enough to be able to do to give back to my community, and there's a lot of people who gave their lives so that we can do this. Like, it's just not even like people don't get it. Like, wow. And so I take the Constitution seriously. I take everything very seriously when it comes to the law, and I really appreciate people who shed light on, I guess, not a side of the law that we don't see, because I mean anybody can just watch video. Coolin' with Colin, the whole channel here is not just, hey, I threw up some videos, check them out. It's a discussion. They're literally like seeds of discussion, and whether that discussion veers off into, I don't know, using some nice ham and Gruyere to make a grilled cheese, or getting some popcorn, or doing some backflip somersaults or anything like that. You know what? Who cares? You know what? Why not get some calisthenics in while you're thinking about and learning some law? You know what? Nothing wrong with that. And popcorn's got good fiber in it. So, so I'll take an iced tea instead of a Coke, but anyway, but no, so I appreciate that. We can watch, we should always be mindful of what our government is doing. I mean, I don't want to start sounding like a sovereign citizen, but I'm never going to be the one who's not going to say, I love my country, but I fear my government, because it is. Right? But let's not get it perverted and stuff. Let's kind of get it right, though.
Judge, I'm holding. I can't tell you the last time I was close to like crying. Like you gave me the best proud dad speech I've heard in a while. So I appreciate everything you just said.
It's true.
That was an amazing intro. I wanted to introduce you to Judge Fleischer because a huge Eric Martin fan, and he watches you because of that. I'm not saying comment on about the case. I was like, oh, you're here. Let's hang out. This is going to be a good discussion. You almost brought me to tears. So thank you. I appreciate that, Judge. You are one of the best friends I've met in this entire community. Both of you. I mean, we talk all the time off of air, and it's been an enlightening experience from someone who doesn't have a lot of background, who just enjoys watching it. It's been a great experience, and I appreciate both of you. You guys are both awesome. Just
Judge Slaven, did you go to Cooley?
to give me the time.
No, no, I went to U of D. I went to U of D. Michigan undergrad, and then U of D. How about you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Cooley is great. Cooley is a great school though, because I'm all for like people just having a shot, and the fact that if you were one of those people who really wanted to be an attorney, you know what, maybe the education, the side of things wasn't your strongest suit, but man, you got just the determination, and you'll get it. It may take you a minute. I loved how Cooley would like let people, you know what, hey, give it a shot. And if you're kicking it, you're killing it, we're going to keep you in the boat. And if you're not, well, you know what, I'm going to toss you out of the boat. That's a great, I love it. So as someone who went there, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get into a side discussion about law schools and whatnot, but was it that kind of how was it going there? I mean, good.
It was brutal.
Really? Okay.
Brutal.
They stay on you about like the whole step of the way.
Was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just beyond what I'd ever seen. Just
really, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd say 70% gone.
In one, you're 1 out.
First, yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean, anyone in to get out, like.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was probably like, I don't know the exact percentage. I'm just you kind of like have that like, wasn't there a guy named Bob that sat there? You're like, I think so, but I don't really remember.
It was that high. Really.
Yeah, it was probably. I would say I would definitely throw out a 55% probably at UD. I can just imagine. So, yeah, they when you went to new judges school, did he do the whole sovereign citizen chapter?
We never got it.
Really?
No.
They had a brief sort of thing, but I was like,
the one thing that always stuck with me that I never really got was less is more. And unfortunately, I never got that one because I just diarrhea of the mouth, so
especially with the scripts that you can pull off of the internet, you can almost tell like, yeah, this is exactly he's reading from a script, and like I've told him, I told Colin, we talked about it, some of it is based on very loose in some situations truths. I mean, you do need to have jurisdiction over the person or over the thing in order to, to have power to do the case under the Constitution. It's sure, absolutely. But man, the perversions that I see, the twisting. Some people should get jobs at like a pretzel factory or something. It's like,
yeah, I don't understand it either, really. But a lot of people just you keep saying it, you start believing it.
This is true. Very true.
Colin, I got to run. I got to go put my son to bed.
Okay. Judge Fletcher, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I do appreciate it.
Judge Fletcher, have a great night, sir.
Always a pleasure. Nice to meet you. Colin, it's been a great 2 years. I echo what Judge Slaven said, that, I mean, there are channels that just kind of that don't get it, in it just for one thing and one thing only. And I think that what makes you great is that you have that discussion. You talk about what's going on, why it's going on, why it could possibly going on, some of the legal theories, because I think that's what everything around here is based on one thing, is education and transparency. We all love one thing. I love to teach. Judge Slaven loves to teach. That's what it's about, and that's why we do. I mean, at least for me, why I do what I do, because, I want you to see what we do on a daily basis, and hopefully you can have as much fun as we are.
Yeah.
So
100% concurrence here.
All right, guys, I got to roll, but
Have a great
Until
night.
next time,
Thank you
I'm
so
happy
much
to
for
join
hanging
in
out.
again anytime.
Take care, Judge.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Judge Slaven.
Yeah. Hey,
Now,
hey.
how are you doing this evening?
Can't complain. Yeah. Same old, same old.
We just watched an old case of yours.
Oh,
Where you don't have to comment on this, but it was a landlord tenant case where grandma was kicking out her grandson. He was recently arrested, put her address as his tether address, but she didn't want him there, so he started breaking into the property. He started yelling at you, and you pretty much like, okay, well, we're gonna end this right now.
yeah. See, Michigan Court Rule 8.115 controls what's known as decorum. And there's a reason the judge, especially if we're doing it by Zoom, where the judge has to control the decorum. And if that means people are acting up and being silly and what, or just doing whatever they shouldn't be, I can either hold them in contempt, but it's hard. It's easy in person. Like if Colin comes in there and comes into, I don't know, we'll just say some fictional city of Pink and Lark, and starts, talking to the judge in there and starts acting a fool during the case that's in person. Well, that's contempt of court. You can't be like, hey, I'm recording this. No, you can't. You got to put away your phone. It's hard to do that on Zoom. It's hard to be like, hey, hang on one second. Let me get your address and pull it up on the internet. Okay. Let me send a court officer all the way to your house so I can knock on your door so I can come and go. You know what? Yeah. I mean, that's like, seriously.
Yeah.
So with Zoom, I'm going to be like, okay. And that's it. And sometimes you you don't want to do that when someone's trying to make a record, sovereign citizen, something like that, trying to
right.
Just make sure. I'm going to get it. Don't want to say that everyone doesn't have their shot, their chance at making an argument. But I do recall that case, and sometimes you just kind of scratch your head. That's all I can do.
Yeah, that was mind blowing. Real quick, PWL, I am so sorry. I had your question marked, and then I had Chris's question marked, and he said he had to go. I wasn't going to hold him up. I do apologize. Reach out to me by email or on Discord, and I will make sure to get it across to him. But that'd be really cool. If you guys knew each other, 20 years ago, that'd be cool for to have a conversation about it. But yeah, I apologize. He had to go, which is understandable. I only asked him to hang out for 15 to 20 minutes to say hi to everybody. So yeah. Judge Slaven, you wanna watch a court case, or what do you want to do? You want to call it a night? You've already blown my mind. I feel like I can just end the stream now. You came on with the best proud dad speech I've heard. Like I said, and I'm just like, all right, like let's
listen.
I don't even have to go any further. I can.
I haven't been. I'm not just a judge. I'm also an umpire. I was an umpire before I was ever a judge, and just call it like you see it, And so you call it a proud dad speech. Call it a your buddy just made a milestone in what his passion is, and you know what? Good, just that's just awesome. That's just awesome, and it's not just something like, oh, okay, here you go, attaboy, give you a little pat on the back and stuff. No, this is an actual thing. This is a community where people come, they talk, there's just all this going on. I mean, there's Judge Fleischer, and then here I'm on here, and we've seen other judges on here. You transcend the norm, and that's something that just sets you apart, and that doesn't just come because you fell on it. Like you didn't just accidentally trip and go, oh, well, look, a channel. Okay, I guess I'll run this. No, like this was your seed, and you weeded the garden, you watered it, you tended to it, you tilled the soil, you did everything, And now we all get to harvest this great content. We get to share in this banquet of a cornucopia, so to speak, of a Thanksgiving. That, hey, you know what? We're all thankful that we get to be cooling with Colin and watching your channel, watching your content. And so it is what it is. But I do say it's been a crazy weekend and been pretty busy with a lot of the different projects, and I am super beat.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
So,
Go to bed.
and court comes early in the morning. So
yeah, it does. Tomorrow is Monday, start of a new week. Go to bed. I appreciate you coming to hang out with us.
I wouldn't have missed it. Wouldn't have missed it for the world.
I appreciate that. You're awesome, Judge. You really are. I'll be up there in about a week and a half
Cool.
for our favorite defendants jury trial.
Okay.
So
Nothing
you'll
wrong
see
with
me.
that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Have a good night, and thank
You
you
too.
again. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely. Good night, everybody. Take care. God bless.
Good night. All right. Well, we do still have more video to watch. Real quick, I want to thank Wixom for your is it PayPal? PayPal, yeah, PayPal. Wixom, thank you so much. That was super generous of you, Wixom. Thank you for the generous PayPal and for the congratulations on the 2 years. I do appreciate it. Crazy generous, and you continue to be crazy generous. And Wixom, I do appreciate you, guys. I'm gonna play the I think the Judge King clip is next, where he
answer for some reason. Give me a moment. Let me.
Oops, wrong button. I think the next one's where Judge King chases the guy out of the courtroom. No, we have
Michelle, you got anybody else I should call?
We have so much more of this video to watch. We might not make it through the rest of the night, but I have to pee really badly. This is a funny one. We have Judge Oakley. We have a defendant with attitude, guys. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick, and when I get back, after this clip, I'll catch up on all the super chats. I'll write down all the questions for the judges that weren't asked, and I will make sure they get answered. So I will be right back. Let's watch Judge Oakley for a minute.
Off Zoom.
Your Honor, we're ready.
Mr. Bowditch.
Mr.
What do you
Hall.
got, Jeff?
It's an adjournment on Miss Hall, Your Honor.
Just want to make up, okay? I am sick of playing shortstop on Team Glitch.
Don't need me. Just adjourn.
Screaming because she doesn't want to dream. She has issues. She's yelling.
Go ahead and unmute her.
Unmute yourself, Miss Deja.
Sorry.
Ms. Hall, you do not want to.
No, I do. I think we need to do more discovery because
It's correct, Your Honor. There's one piece of discovery that I'm still waiting to review.
All right. Pick a Wednesday.
Your Honor, how about December 30th, if we could?
Who's that with?
You.
9 a.m.?
Yeah.
All right, that's 9 a.m. Ms. Hall.
over Zoom, correct?
Ms. Hall, why are you on Zoom?
Because my license is suspended and I don't live anywhere near you guys.
I got an Ipsy address.
Exactly, and that courthouse is about 30 minutes from me.
I'm well aware of where I'm at right now, so you'll be here live on December 30th.
Where?
Where I'm at right now.
Which is
34th
where?
District Court in Romulus. You just told me how far it was. I assumed you knew where it was at.
Yeah, because I've been there once, but when I had a ride, but that's why I've been.
Well, get a ride. You got till December 30th. We'll see you at 9 a.m. on the 30th.
But
Wednesday.
Why are you being so short with me? I'm trying.
That's just the way I am. I'm
Okay,
not a
well,
nice guy. See you live December 30th. Have a nice day.
But what if I can't make it? I live by myself.
And I'll issue a bench warrant for your arrest, man. That's the way it works. You're ordered to be here live on the 30th of December at 9 a.m. And if you're not here, I'll issue a bench warrant.
But they said they were understanding due to the fact that my license is suspended. I don't have anyone.
Ma'am, I'm not arguing with you. I just told you what the rules are.
But the last judge said something totally different. So
There is no but. There is no but. I'm the judge. I set my docket. I set this one live. I'm giving you until December 30th to find a ride.
You don't give. I don't have anyone out here for me to just find a ride. It will be
okay. Then maybe you should be a nicer person. Maybe you would have a friend. Goodbye.
It's not about that. I'm not from here. I don't have
Goodbye.
like, why are you?
Jeff, you got anybody else?
No, Your Honor. My apologies.
Oh, it's not your fault she was nasty to our clerks.
I still apologize.
Yeah, have them try it, and then
All right. Not only was she, mouthing off in court, she jumped into the YouTube chat and she made a comment in the YouTube chat. I highly doubt that anyone in the court saw this chat. It's possible. I know some courts that look at the chat. Most of them don't. My favorite comment is, maybe if you were nicer to people, you would have some friends to drive you. No, Judge Oakley is a nice guy. He just doesn't like it when people abuse his staff. And I tell you guys this all the time. If you abuse or you talk down to the staff of a judge, you're done. Sorry, it's just gonna happen. Okay, read what our comment is. All right, I'll pause it so we can see it. I was never nasty to any clerks. That's why they happily and nicely changed my court to Zoom. No, I don't work from home. I don't do nails. LOL, Judge. It's very loud. Is very loud and wrong. And I was never nasty to anyone. He's very loud. Was he very loud? I didn't know. But yeah, so Deja M. Again, I'm just going to assume this is the same Deja that was just in court. I really have no way to verify that. It just kind of makes sense. The nails comment makes sense because Judge is about to make a nails comment right here, and then we're going on to the next case.
It ceases to amaze me how we can have one docket and everything seems to move, and then you have another docket where nothing's moving. She's probably got a manicurist that comes to the house, because that's a big thing in Ipsy. Those mobile manicurists, I hear about them all the time. They're on Facebook every day.
So we're waiting.
I I was holding in that bathroom trip for way too long. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better now. I'm sorry that I was gone for the last couple minutes. Real quick, judges should con work for. I really would. That would have been a great question to ask them. See, I'm sorry that I didn't bring that up. That would have been a great question. Thank you for the super chat. Sir Philip, congratulations from Australia. Sir Philip Heels. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Sparkle Poots, Colin Sweetie, I need to take a quick break. Yeah, that's probably all I need to say. Absolutely. No worries, Colin. He doesn't know PWL is me, but he knows me. That's awesome though. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right. I've got more court to play. We're only halfway through the video, but now all the three judges showed up. Debbie was supposed to show up. She's having an animal emergency, so she's not going to be able to show up tonight, which is unfortunate. But I told her to take care of her animals. That's way more important than jumping on here for a few minutes. So Debbie, if you're listening, sometimes she listens. Hopefully you got that under control. From what she said, it doesn't sound good. She's having a pretty big emergency where she might be losing some animals tonight. So Debbie, take care of that first. Absolutely take care of that first. This is not that important. We're just hanging out, having some fun. Do your thing. Okay. No, I don't think it's she didn't say goat. I'm not going to go into details about it, but she didn't say it was a goat emergency. Nothing to do with the goats. I think it's the smaller animals that she has. Okay. Let's keep going. I think this is the Judge King clip that I wanted to play. Yep, this is. Real quick, I want to make sure I am caught up on all the super chats. There was a lot that came in. I don't want to miss any. Mac, I think I didn't get yours. I pulled yours up, but I didn't get a chance for them to respond to it. Thank you so much for the super chat, Mac. You've been crazy generous tonight, Mac. Thank you so much. I said it before, and I'll repeat it now. Fleischer and Slaver, either SCOTUS or post bench law partnerships. That would be amazing. Sandy, I wanted to posit. I know my I pause it for 12 months. I do every single time. I didn't want to pause the judge's conversation. They were in the middle of talking, and that's a rare thing that doesn't happen a lot. I don't see judges talking, so I wanted them to have their conversation. So I do apologize for not pausing, for not interrupting them. But thank you so much for the year. That's awesome, and I'm proud that you're here too. I'm very proud of this community. This is awesome. We've all built this together. We really have. It's not just me. It's everybody. Oh, thank you, MB. Thank you. Okay, now we're back. We're up to PWL. Okay, so I think I'm caught up. If I missed anything, please somebody let me know. Please somebody let me know. If I missed you, let me know. It's just me now for the rest of the night, so we're gonna finish this. This is Judge King putting on his changing his robe to a Superman cape and chasing people out the door. This is one of my favorite things. This is one of the cases that where honestly where I fell in love with Judge King. This is awesome for you to see, and I am proud to share it. Let's go.
Oh, I overshot it. What's going on? This is Colin.
Oh, stop it!
Doing?
Stop it! You don't need to talk. You don't need to talk. We've already covered the intro. There we go.
Defendant is charged in count 1 homicide, murder, first degree premeditated. Count 2 weapons, firearms, possession by a felon. Count 3 and 4 felony firearm. Appearances for the record, please.
Good afternoon, and may it please this honorable court, APA Jonathan Pitts, appearing on behalf of people P8528.
And good morning, well, good afternoon, Your Honor. Brian Brown, PA0560, appearing on behalf of Mr. Sherman Pringle Jr., who is present. Mr. Pringle, please let your name for the record.
Sherman Pringle. And the defendant has a habitual offender, fourth offense notice, mandatory 25-year sentence. Today's date, time set for preliminary examination. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge, although I do have a large number of preliminary matters.
Okay.
First, I provided Mr. Brown with an amended information earlier today, indicating my intent to seek bind over on amended charges here. I have an extra copy for the court if I may approach.
Yes.
To summarize the changes, Judge, the people have added an additional count of homicide and murder in the first degree related to the murder of Victor Williamson. People have added an associated felony firearm count. People have added an additional count of possessing a firearm by a felon, specifically that he was alleged to possess around this time, and another associated felony firearm count with that offense. And then 2 counts of tampering with evidence, criminal case punishable by more than 10 years, which are now counts 9 and 10, which relate to the 2 first-degree murder cases. Okay.
Like I said, intense. Not that run-of-the-mill misdemeanor case. There's a lot of high emotions going on here. Just wanted to play the little intro so you got the feeling what was going on before it goes down.
You are in the seat of the same?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Judge, if I could just get 1 minute to get my paperwork order so I can give that court order copies of these.
Grizzly old fart, good to see you. Thank you so much for the super chat and the congratulations. Thank you. Phil, thank you so much. Very generous super chat. Thank you. And thank you for hanging out. You've been here, I think, since just about day 1. So thank you so much for hanging out with me as well. That is awesome, Phil. Thank you so much. All right.
And I apologize for that delay, Judge.
I am playing this so you guys get the context of what's going on. We're in a very serious, heated hearing. Has to do with someone unaliving somebody else. It's not very long. It's only like a 10-minute clip, but I wanted you guys to get the environment in before I went forward. It's important.
That I would move for mutual sequestration of witnesses with an exception for the officer in charge, Sergeant.
Any objections to the last hearing?
No.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land, if you are a witness or potential witness, ordering you to log off at this time. There doesn't appear to be any other witnesses in the courtroom. Mr. Pitts.
Thank you, Judge. The people at
You heard the man. Everyone out here on YouTube land.
All right,
You're
stop.
a witness.
Stop. We don't need to hear you again. I just paused it. I just explained. We've been live for 2 hours. It's past my bedtime. Sorry, guys. I'm hurrying this up. I am. I've already posted all these videos. You guys can go back and watch them. They're really good. I'm just trying to fast forward them a little bit.
Devon Matthew Cooper at the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office on October 14th, 2022. It's Dr. Wynn's opinion that death was caused by multiple gunshot wounds. Per investigation, the decedent was a 27-year-old male found in the yard of a vacant dwelling. He was pronounced at 1323 hours on October 13th, 2022. Post-mortem examination revealed 3 gunshot wounds on the body, 1 to the face and 2 to the chest. There was no soot or gunpowder stippling noted on the skin surrounding any of the wounds. And skipping some verbiage here, she goes on to describe each gunshot wound. Gunshot wound 1, there was a penetrating entrance gunshot wound on the left lower lip. The wound track proceeded from this injury through the lower lip.
No, that's correct. It has been 17 months since I've been remonetized. I just did the math in my head. Phil, thank you so much. That is awesome. Thank you. Sly, congrats on the 2 years. Here's to many more. Thank you, Sly. Sly, you're going to be a part of this video here in a second. You're in it. I've got my court trips. You know what? Let's just fast forward a little bit. This case, it's a murder trial. Or not a trial. I think it's a prelim. But let's fast forward until there's actually the drama that happens. I don't like going live for this long. It's a long time. So we're gonna fast forward through this a little bit. Chester Cat, remember me by looking at the moon as a Thank you, Chester Cat. I appreciate it. I remember you every night because I can't pronounce your name. You tell everyone that'll listen that I can't pronounce your name, which is hilarious. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Chester, you're awesome. Colin, you don't like the sound of your own voice? Oh, I don't listen to my own voice. So when I do hear it, I'm like, nope, we're gonna skip it. We're gonna skip it. I don't like listening to it. When I edit my videos after I've already added my voiceovers, I skip what I say. I don't listen to what I say. I don't like listening to it. It's not that I don't like the sound of it. I just don't like listening to it. I don't know how you guys put up with it, to be honest.
Again, skipping
too much?
some.
Oh, far.
She goes on to describe.
All right, here we go. Now, watch Judge King turn his robe into a Superman cape. Let's go.
Each gunshot wound 1, there was a penetrating entrance gunshot wound lower lip. The wound track proceeded from this injury through the lower lip. Again, skipping some verbiage here. The wound track was from front to back, left to right, and upward. A deformed non-jacketed bullet was recovered from the head and detained. There was also a perforating entrance gunshot wound on the right chest. And
Bring them in here. Have a seat.
All right, what had happened was there are 2 families involved in this. And you know what? It might actually be one family. I feel like they're all related. Anyways, someone passed away as a result of an action of another person. Some people call that murder. Most people do. Anyways, there's a homicide, and the witnesses started fighting. So when they took the witnesses out, they didn't separate them that well. I mean, this has nothing to do with Judge King. This is just there was a time where where the witnesses saw each other, they started yelling, Judge King, I actually asked him about this during our interview, and he said he didn't go out there to stop a fight. He went out there to see who caused it with his own eyes so he can hold certain people in contempt. That's what's going on. But I still say, like, no, you walk out there with the robe, they stopped the second they saw you. So I don't care what he says. The second he walked out in that hallway, they stopped. Which is why he walks out there and everyone stops.
You know it's bad when Judge King leaves the bench. He ran out there.
All right.
Here.
All right, I'm fast forwarding it.
Two cases.
There we go. There we go.
You think that's it? You think Judge King is just going to be like, all right, we can tell, high emotions, sit on your side of the rooms, let's get through this case. Think that's going to happen?
I'm going to need at least 2 case numbers for contempt of court.
Judge, can I just explain? I feel like I partially got the ball rolling on this incident on accident. I just heard someone in the witness room yelling, so I opened the door to make sure they were okay. And then the family came over, and that's kind of how the two were brought together because I opened the door.
No, they lying. That's not how it started.
And then there was kind of argument from there.
Nobody's talking to you.
So there was not an original fight until I opened the door and it kind of escalated from there.
So who came to the door?
Girl, she's standing.
Again, nobody's talking to you.
Judge, I would indicate the family member that did come over to the door to me was just a family member that was concerned because we thought something was happening in the witness room. We just heard a female yell, and I thought it was one of APA Hits' witnesses and something was happening. So we both came to the door to make sure whoever was in there was okay. And that's why that family member had to come to the door.
So what happened when they came to the door?
There was an argument.
Doc Ock, thank you so much for the very generous PayPal, man. I appreciate it. I am so happy to call you a friend. I am so glad you decided to, hang out with us and give us your knowledge, especially when you jump on panel for Members Monday. Thank you so much for everything you do for the channel. And that was a very generous super chat. Thank you so much, Doc Ock. I appreciate it.
So I want that family member. Who was that family member? Mom. Where is she?
They went to go get her.
Okay, I want her.
Oh, downstairs.
Okay, what's your name? Date of birth?
70503.
What's her name?
Jasmine Lockett.
Is that with a Z or S?
Tell me your name, man.
Veronica Johnson, Anya Boyd K.
Veronica Johnson.
Anya Boyd K, yes.
Spell that for me.
Johnson hyphen ANYABUIKE.
Your date of birth?
May 17, 1971.
He's gonna be saying this as well.
Put handcuffs on me?
Excuse me?
You said put handcuffs on me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, we can fast forward a little bit. That's pretty much what happened. Judge King walked out in the hallway and saw 2 people fighting and put them both in contempt of court. We're gonna fast forward. There's just defense attorneys arguing on their behalf for the next couple minutes. So we're just gonna fast forward. This video is posted. I have it on my channel if you guys want to go watch the entire thing. I actually have it with the entire court case, so it's not just the highlighted version. If you want to go see it, Colin is tired. This is a long live stream, and I still have 20 minutes to go through, and the next 20 minutes is my court trips, and these court trips actually kind of show my journey throughout the 2 years. So I wanted to make sure they were in here for the celebration, and I'm just gonna play them. Guys. So let's watch it. We're gonna try to get through this as fast as possible. I am tired. MB was correct. Absolutely correct. That was MB, right? Yeah, that was MB. I was making sure. No, that says Judge King doesn't play. Who said Colin is tired? That was MB. Yeah, no, I was right. All right, let's go.
You were saying, Mr. Hicks?
Yes, Judge, I believe I was,
What's I'm muted. No. How long have I been muted for? Have I been muted for the last 2 minutes while I was fast forwarding? Might as well just end the night here then. No. Pastor Dragon, thank you so much for the 13 months. I appreciate it. Hopefully it wasn't frozen for the last 2 minutes, or it wasn't muted for the last 2 minutes. I just wanted to fast forward the Judge King. He helped both the people that were in the fight in contempt. The video, I have played the video already. You can find it on the channel. Now we're gonna this is the best way to summarize my journey to how I met everybody, and just the judges started the court crawls. This is the best way to do it, so everyone can see this. There's no secret behind it. I just put on a smile, put on a tie, and go hang out in courtrooms. That's it. Crazy Chicken Lady, I love your name. Thank you so much for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Okay, this is the first court trip I took. Good way to round out the 2-year celebration. Let's go. Going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I know camera's a little blurry right now. It's dark, so this is the best I got. It is 4:10 right now, and I am leaving. Gonna go pick up Sly. Let's go. What's going on? This is Colin.
This is Sly.
We just met up. We're in Findlay, Ohio, and now we're headed to Detroit.
Up to the Motor City.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, we made it.
Can you see
Look.
it? Oh no.
You can
There,
see it.
there you are.
Yeah.
There we are.
We made it, guys. We're here. Let's go
Yep.
visit some judges now. What's going on? This is Colin. I know I've already said that so many times. You're going to hear it a lot in this video. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming on this trip with me. Special thank you to Sly and Donald, who came along with me. That is Donald. He met us at the 36th District. We didn't know he was coming. I got a text message from Fozzie asking if he can give my number to Donald because he was looking for us. I didn't even know he was coming, so it was a very nice surprise. This is us waiting outside of Judge King's court shortly after we met up with Donald. All right. I won't be pausing a ton, but I will be narrating a little bit. So this is the 36th District. This is the first stop. It is about, I would guess, about 8:15 in the morning at this point. Let's go.
Is that common? It is.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Back there acting like you a stranger. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Real good, thanks.
Your head's a lot shoutier in person.
I knew you were coming.
I did tell you yesterday.
Do you guys ever have those moments where you listen to something you said and you just cringe?
Why did I say I did tell you yesterday? I've seen this clip a few times now, and every time I hear it, it's like, why? Why?
I'm local, these guys are out of state, so.
Your Honor, can I get a picture of you two together?
Judge Slaven. Judge Slaven has the nicest courtroom. That whole courthouse, Judge Slaven and Judge Shackelford's courthouses or their courtrooms are by far the nicest I've been in. It's not even close. It's not even close.
3. 1, 2, 3.
All right, I know where my hand's at. That is the door from the gallery to the prosecutor defense table. And my hand was just resting there. I know. You know, but maybe it was on purpose. You can only do that once, right? What's going on? All right, we left Detroit. We were there for a lot longer than we planned on it, but we're in Taylor now. Taylor, I fly. And we're gonna go say hi to Judge Slaven. This is the 23rd district. All right, let's go. We're hanging out with Judge Slaven right now. He doesn't have a docket, so we're just hanging out with him. Just walking around the courtroom. You guys want to check it out? You know, got our classic church pews. All right.
Short game so bad. But
you know, simple tables.
Yeah, so
It's a nice courtroom. I like it. Then, what do you guys always see?
Pardon?
Well, besides these.
You know what? I should have brought the popcorn and the Coke so I could.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Proper host. Simpson. Yeah. The proper host here.
All right, here we go.
How you doing, neighbor?
Absolutely, Phil. You're about to get to that next. We're about to get to that next. Oh, that was the first time we've ever seen Mr. Allen blush. Sly did it. She did it very well.
All right, this is about the time where I've stopped taking video. I'm new at this. I'm new at this vlogging thing, but pretty much just pictures the rest of the way. This is me telling Donald how to use his phone. Yeah, he still had it on airplane mode and was trying to figure out why his GPS wasn't working. All right, but now we're leaving the 23rd district. We were planning on stopping in Ypsilanti and visiting Judge Washington, but we were really late at this point, and I wanted to make sure to catch the last part of Judge Simpson's docket for the day. So unfortunately, we had to skip Judge Washington. We just went right to Judge Simpson. All right, let's go.
I'm going to ask the court to deviate slightly from the recommendations, Your Honor. In my knowing Mr. Farhad and seeing his progress on.
All right, now this is us walking into his 1 o'clock block. 45 minutes late. It's about 1:45 at this point. You can see me starting to walk in right now. Mr. Allen looked at his watch when we did this, and he just kind of gave us a sideways glare. Yeah, I know we were late, but we weren't there for court, so hopefully we'll be excused. Also, I got something else to say in a second.
Bond and what he's already done since his PSI. I'd ask the court to consider holding any AA classes in abeyance. I think this was surrounded by a poor choice.
All right, pay close attention to Sly back there. Watch what she does.
Not necessarily a lifestyle And additionally, I'd ask the court judge to consider with regard to the testing. I know he's been doing really good on the SoberLink 3 times a day. Given how
No, she moved all the way to the side. I wonder why she was doing that. I had no idea. I just thought I smelled. Donald moved to the front of us and then she moved away from me. It's like, all right, I guess we're sitting like we're those cool high school kids that don't like sitting next to each other. But pay close attention to what's in her hand. She's got her phone. What do you think she's doing? I thought she was turning her phone on airplane mode or silent. Nope.
good he's done, I'd ask the court to maybe consider reducing the amount of that testing, or maybe instead of the SoberLink device, allowing him to test at maybe a local jams 1 to 2 times a month. Other than that,
That is what Sly was doing. She was sneaking pics of the buffalo. All right, so Judge Simpson had a recess in his 1 o'clock block it was only about 10 minutes, but when he went on recess, we jumped to the front row. Now, this is when things got interesting. I'll explain here shortly, but you'll see.
You may be seated. Court does call the case, People versus Jelana Clark. What's this?
Oh, sorry about that, Your Honor. Teresa Clare on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Ms. Clark was scheduled for a review hearing. She did speak to all terms of a prosecutor deferred sentence, and I think they were attending.
Let the record reflect that Donald tried to be cool like me and say exactly like me, not the other way around. He should be aware of that. I'm paying attention, buddy. I'm paying attention.
Probation's recommending that the court dismiss.
Oh wow! I cut the entire end of that video out. That was not on purpose. No. How? I'm mad. I've got that downloaded. Hold on. Let me see if I can play it. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Hold on. How did I not play the end of that? It's a WEBM. I can't play it. Is it? I know, right? Terrapin. The best part, the pictures of Judge, the Buffliff and Judge Simpson and all of us. Why did I cut it there? That doesn't make sense. Why did I cut it there? And I've got the, hold on. Trying to figure out a way to play it. You know what I can do? I could actually probably share my screen through my own YouTube channel. If I can do this, then that's gonna... Yeah, but the ending is the best part of that story, and I don't want to have to retell it without pictures. So I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I gotta find this. How do I search my own channel? Here we go. I'm not looking at the chat. You guys are running on your own right now. All right, there we go. Can I share this window? I think I can share the window. Present, share screen. Yep, here we go.
You may be seated. Court does call the case, People versus Jelena Clark.
Because I
Oh, sorry about that, Your Honor. Teresa Claire on behalf of probation, Your Honor. Ms. Clark was scheduled for a review hearing. She did speak to all terms of a prosecutor deferred sentence, and I think they were attending.
Let the record reflect that Donald tried to be cool like me and sit exactly like me, not the other way around. He should be aware of that. I'm paying attention, buddy. I'm paying attention.
Probation is recommending that the court dismiss the case pursuant to the prosecutor deferred and discharge obligation.
So ordered without objection. Court does call the case of the People versus Tanya Phasing. Go ahead. Oh,
Yes. Oh, okay. Good morning.
hello. No, go ahead.
Phasing. Teresa Claire on behalf of probation, Your Honor, Ms. Phasing was scheduled before the court for a final review hearing on a prosecutor deferred. She did complete all terms,
And he cut the stream off right there. There was still, they went through that case, and then there was, I think, one or two more that were still on Zoom at that point. We didn't know he cut this off, but right after this case, he stopped and he asked what case we were there on. So I said, we're just court watchers. We came to watch you, and hopefully we'll get a chance to meet you after your docket today. Oh, and we're also big fans of Mr. Allen as well. So they're both looking at us. Sly, Sly. She said, Judge Simpson, we have a nickname for Mr. Allen. Can I tell you what it is? And Judge Simpson just looked at her and like, I've heard a bunch, but what's your nickname for him? It's like the buff lift. And the smile, the laughter, it was instant. He started cracking up. The buff lift, Mr. Allen put his hands over his face and was whole body laughing. He was like, his shoulders were bouncing up and down. Sly made him blush. Sly made Mr. Allen blush, and it was an awesome moment. Why this was going on, Miss Ann, Judge Simpson's court clerk, stood up and made eye contact with me and said, "Are you calling?" And I said, "Yes." So, after the laughter died down and he finished his docket, we were able to go, they came down and we met them, shook their hands, got some pictures, which you'll see in a second. But Ms. Ann came over to me and said that they didn't know what was going on because everyone was talking about this guy named Colin that was in the courtroom. So that is why I think they cut the stream a little early, and we didn't get to see the epic moment of Sly making Mr. Allen blush on YouTube. It would have been hilarious. But I'm going to finish this off. I'm going to let it play out. You'll see the couple pictures with Judge Simpson and crew. Also, I also want to say Miss Polera is I don't know how she's in charge of, handling probation. When she was so nice. All right. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Thank you so much again for all the support from the community to make this trip happen. And a special thanks to Sly and Donald for accompanying me on this trip. You guys are awesome. I will talk to you all later. Until next time. Bye.
I just wanted to freeze frame on that for a minute. Yeah, our very own Sly has her own picture with the buff lift. I just want everyone to be jealous of her for a moment. Just let the jealousy live on. This is Sly with the buff lift. You're welcome, Sly. And thank you. Thank you, and you're welcome. Thank you, and you're welcome. I don't know how to say that. Let's just go. All right, that was the end of that. Hold on, I've got my second trip loaded up right now. But I don't remember what was special about the second trip. But for whatever reason. Oh, yeah. Yep, this is important. We're gonna watch the first minute of this, and you're gonna understand why it's here. Hold on, find the perfect spot. All right, we're gonna watch this the first couple minutes of this, and this coolest thing that's ever happened for a court watcher. And next to Sly being, right next to Buffliff. Okay, watch what happens. Again, Judge King is awesome.
Come on up for a second, sir. Colin, come on up for a second.
All right, good night, Bill. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, no, I've gone really long tonight. I've gone really long tonight.
How you doing this morning? Yeah, how are you? Doing good, thanks.
All right, you being able to hear what's going on backstage does actually kind of kills the surprise. I forgot how much you could hear us talking.
This is my travel. This is actually works. You're supposed to wear a tie, man.
Yeah. I actually decided.
You guys heard it. Remember when I said earlier tonight that Judge King called me out on not wearing a tie? You guys just heard. You're supposed to wear a tie, man. He's giving me his robe right now.
Get the tie today. Wore it last time.
All right. I generally do wear a tie when I go to court.
Oh, shut up. We don't want to hear you talk. Jesus. Does this guy always interrupt? He's always talking.
Right. I generally do wear a tie when I go to court. This time, however, wearing a, nice pants, a collared shirt, a tie all day when you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, traveling from courtroom to courtroom, it's uncomfortable by the time you get home and it's 7 o'clock. So I went khakis, button down and a sweater this time just to be a little bit more comfortable. And of course, Judge King calls me out on it the second he sees me.
Can I approach the bench?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Very nice to meet you.
Debbie Baker came along with this trip with me. Debbie Baker is she's my LSAT instructor. So for everyone who's asking me why I haven't taken the LSATs yet, you can direct those questions to her. But she was with me for this trip, and she had so much fun. She got to meet, she met Judge King, we met Judge Perkins, and she got to meet Judge Bryant, which you'll see in a second. Yeah, this is me talking today, not past me that just interrupts to hear himself talk.
No, that is the lovely Debbie Baker. She accompanied me on this trip.
Oh my gosh, I just said that. Stop talking. I think it's fair to say that I haven't changed much because I'm still pausing and saying the exact same things. Like that, the proof right there. I haven't changed at all. Still making the exact same comments.
What's going on?
This was absolutely awesome. He let me wear his robe. This is why I was trying to say earlier, I didn't steal his robe. I didn't take it. He let me wear his robe. He let me start his court docket. It was this was awesome. This was absolutely awesome. Until I spit my mint out on his keyboard. Now I want you to know, I didn't know he was actually going to do this. I was joking with him. I joked with him over text messages. I didn't know he was going to actually do this. He did it. I wasn't prepared to say anything, so I look like an absolute idiot. I absolutely do. Here we go.
Colin.
All right, Judge King is probably going to kill me when he finds out what just happened. I had a mint in my mouth. I guess I got a little too excited. My mint decided to jump out of my mouth. So right now I'm realizing that I just spit on a minute out on Judge King's floor, right in front of his bench or right behind his bench, and now I'm looking at all the attorneys and the people in jail, and it just hit me all at once. Like, wow, what am I doing? This sounded fun, sounded like a good idea. I was not prepared when I saw these faces on the screen. I really wasn't. Also, I didn't think this was going to happen. It was a joke. I sent a message to Judge King the day before, and I said, this would be funny if this happened. And he said that would be funny. They would think they're on the wrong channel. And that was it. He didn't say it was going to happen. He did say that he would let me wear his robe and take some pictures. He did say that. So that part I was ready for, but not this. And it shows. You can see how nervous I am.
This was so uncomfortable. The reason this is uncomfortable is there's people in jail looking at me right now. And like I just said, past me, you don't understand. It's a different kind of pressure watching it on a screen. And like, oh, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. This is going to be so much fun. But when you're actually sitting there and watching people in jail, like waiting for the judge, and then you pop up in front of them and they see, like, it says you're the judge, you're wearing a robe. No, it was a completely different feeling. I did not like that at all. Because I wasn't prepared for it. It was supposed to be a joke, and then wasn't prepared for it. It was weird, guys. It was weird. That's why I acted this way. I was not ready for it.
Oh, look at this attorney on the right, in the middle on the right. She is so confused of what's going on right now. She really is. And she's about to say it here in a second.
And I'm trying to turn a little bit. No, I can hear. Okay. I didn't want to take it. I should have changed the name. Second king. Oh, definitely not a judge. Just a movement, I'm back.
What's that, Judge?
Hey, just having a little fun this morning.
Okay. Worried for a minute there.
All right, before we head off to Judge Perkins.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward till the end of this, where we get to meet Judge Bryant, and then we're gonna call it a night. No, and no, definitely that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
It is dismissed without prejudice, meaning they can bring it back up. I don't know if the state's going to bring back up a driving while license suspended charge, though. All right, let's go.
I'm trying to find the spot.
And then we have Donald. Donald joined us. He showed up before this Mr. Little, before we knew what was going on with him. And the
all right, soft sit bench trial. That's what we showed up for. All right, I just want to fast forward.
Like he was actually drawing him on his notepad.
Stop talking.
He had it up case. He would have tore it out and gave it to him. Like some of those TikTok-fied. when I was sitting in Judge Bryant's courtroom because her presence, like.
There we go.
All right, so this is the only. Well, I've got a couple pictures of Judge Bryant, but they're kind of all the same. I was terrified when I was sitting in Judge Bryant's courtroom because her presence, like, she demands respect in her courtroom, and which is fine. And we weren't talking like generally in Judge King and Judge Perkins, we're whispering back and forth, but no, we weren't about to do anything. We weren't about to get comfortable in Judge Bryant's courtroom. She didn't know us at all. So we were going to be there, mind our P's and Q's, and yeah, just hang out. And then after her docket, she came down and she was talking to us. And Debbie Baker, she just melted. She was so happy to meet her. All right. Yeah, that's about all I had to report on.
Oh, okay. No, that's actually perfect. I haven't played this in a while. Hold on. What file is it in? Is it this one? No. What? Oh, no. Hold on. This is it. This has to be it. Yep, this is it. I've got so many. Here we go.
Unacceptable. Not acceptable. That's
There you go. That was for you. All right, let's finish this video up. We're almost done.
Judge Bryant, I'm going to let this play out. There's only about a minute left. And I did get a special shout out from Judge Bryant, and I added it to the end of this clip. So, one good thing did come out of, waiting a week to put this out. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you later. Until next time. Bye.
Brother Colin, it was nice to meet you the other day as well. All right, yes. Thank you, Brother Colin. It was nice to meet you if you're still here on the live stream, but it was nice to meet you all as well.
Oh, all right. That's it. And we have gone for almost 3 hours. It is time for me to go to bed. Oh, no. Tomorrow's a regular work day, too. All right. Shake it off. What is we got to T-Swift it. We just got to shake it off. 2 years. You guys are all awesome. Not just that. You guys have hung out over this for tonight. This has been an amazing night. For a ton of different reasons. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Guys, I am so sorry if I missed any super chats. I try to keep up with them. Hold on. I know there was a couple that came in at the end. Hold on. Phil, Colin video. Yeah, it's never gonna get better. It's never gonna get better until I have an actual editor. But I appreciate it, Phil. Thank you. MB, so much progresses. Everything progresses except for me. Apparently, I just stay in one simple spot. Thank you, MB. I appreciate it. Sparkle Boots. One job, Colin. One job. Also, Sparkle Boots, I got your PayPal. Honestly, Colin, this walk down memory lane. I'm reading your note, Sparkle Boots. I'm reading it right now to everybody. Honestly, Colin, this walk down memory. Apparently, I can't read. This walk down memory lane reminds me how much you, the Twat Waffles, and the community you built got me through the most horrible period of my life. Oh, no. Well, yay. Thank you with the big heart. I probably should have read that before I decided to read that out live on air. But Sparkle Boots, thank you so much for hanging out. You are a staple to this channel. So I'm glad that we helped you, and I just want you to know how much you've helped us as well. You are an absolute gem, and I'm so glad that you found us, so we can continue our stories together. So let's go. Chris, Colin is saving the best parts of 4-3. That's it. Yeah. You guys just wait. My 3 year just started today. Just wait. The best parts are coming. Yep. Best is yet to come. Wixom, just to be annoying. Thank you, Wixom. I appreciate it. All right, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. I don't. My internet says that it's not working. I don't even know if you can hear me anymore. It literally has 0%. My internet says it's working 0% right now. Chris, good news. Everyone calling is going to bed. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am not going to bed. I am actually going to go hang out on Discord. You guys want to hang out on Discord? Let's hang out on Discord. Anyone that wants to hang out on Discord, let's go to Discord. Let's continue the party. I'm having a good night. Let's go to the party. Let's go to the party room, the lounge in Discord. If anyone wants to go, Legal Fiction. You probably missed a super chat. You know what? I probably did. I absolutely probably did, but I didn't miss yours. Thank you so much. All right, I'm calling it a night. If you guys want to hang out on Discord for a little bit, I'm not going to be there long, but if you guys want to hang out on Discord, we're gonna go into the lounge. Let's keep the party rolling. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for my guests, the 3 judges, Judge Fleischer, Judge Slaven, Judge King. You guys are all awesome. Debbie, hopefully you're keeping it down. You're taking care of the animals, and I will talk to you soon. So yeah, everybody else, Biggin, thank you. I still don't know. Did Biggin raid? I don't know if Biggin raided or not. I still don't know. I didn't see people saying Biggin was raiding. But anyways, I think he did. Biggin, thank you for the raid. Everybody, very generous night. Super chats, gifted memberships, membership milestones. You guys are awesome. Okay, we're getting yes, he did. Biggin, thank you so much for the raid. I assumed you did. I just kind of, I think I was talking to somebody when that happened. So Biggin, thank you so much for that. Everybody, Maz, you guys killed it tonight. And yeah, let's go hang out on Discord. And yeah, let's just, I'm done yapping. Let's just go. Let's go. You guys are awesome. I'll see you tomorrow. Till next time, bye.